Hey, guess what, guys? We survived week 3. I don't know how we did it because everybody else didn't. But we survived week 3. I am happy to say none of us are on the injury report. I can't explain that. I thought for sure, with the way everything's been, I was going to miss the show with a hamstring injury or something. But luckily, Wait, I don't have the dog. Go ahead.
Did you lose another quarterback this week?
Oh, well, that's them. I'm just talking the UFA football team right now. Which we might lose a couple of people in the next coming weeks. Well, see? Illness.
And his two favorite teams faced each other. He may not be okay. Has anybody checked on him?
He's fine. He's in the what do you call it? The chamber of delusion.
Oh, the game was too close. He had to call into work and make sure he was on the schedule.
I don't know if that's so fucked up. Never mind. Fuck. We had Brandon. We lost Brandon, and Brandon will come back eventually. But we do have a spectacular amount of shit to go over. I'll start with the news first. I didn't write it down, but I got to see it ahead of time before we got to the pod. Anybody sad about Brett Favre's Parkinson's disease diagnosis?
Next.
Karma hits like a bitch! Sorry. Hey, if we were looking for sympathy, not on this podcast, man. Fuck Brett Favre. But, alright, so we have...
That's to him and his family.
Yeah, just not him, bro. Anyway, so Charger safety Derwin James suspended for a game after repeated dirty hits to after repeated dirty hits in games, but this one's after a helmet-to-helmet on Steelers tight end Pat Freiermuth. I hate that name. He's suspended without pay for a game, and I guess that's decisions after just a history of bullshit. Basically, Derwin James needs to know how to not lead with a helmet so goddamn often. I feel like that's basically the cut and dry of it. After that, we got Mercury Morris, former running back for the Dolphins, died at 77. But yeah, it's slow news week. Not really anything crazy except for the suspension. No one got arrested. No one's. Was that a Chiefs wide receiver starting up a car?
Yeah, watch out.
Oh fuck. Brendan, there is a laundry list of injuries you're gonna have to go over. I'm so sorry.
Fucking skipping half of these, dude. Half of these don't even matter. Get to it.
Some of them really don't matter.
Yeah, some of them really don't matter. Well, Justin Herbert's gonna be out next week probably. Yeah, skipping that one. Skipping that one. Brock Purdy has a back injury. He's day to day. Austin Eckler, he's got a concussion. Devontae Smith, he's got a concussion. Who the fuck is Britton Covey, and why do I keep seeing his name so much? I don't like it.
He's that Falcons receiver that keeps bailing them out on third down.
No, they mean
not the Falcons, the Eagles receiver.
Whatever. Adam Thielen is old. See, that doesn't matter. Somehow Van Jefferson has an eye injury. Not sure how.
Hey, he can join Teron Armstead.
True. Trey McBride is in concussion protocol too. That fucking sucks for my team. Sam Laporta has an ankle sprain. Joey Bosa likely out with groin strain. Lane Johnson has a concussion. Javon Hargrave from the 49ers, or actually both of his triceps partially. He's out for the season. Both the I didn't see this earlier. Holy shit! Both the Chargers tackles are likely out multiple games. Holy shit!
Ouch!
Damn. Fuck.
Because he's not getting sacked enough already, you know?
Yeah, fuck. Well, he won't be him next week, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Good luck against the Chiefs, guys. Good luck. And then Trent Brown, Bengals right tackle, is out for the season. Who would have thought? Trent Brown getting hurt. Who would have thought?
I just saw Charles's green screen. Did everybody buy green screens for this?
No. I just used the virtual background.
Yeah, the virtual background.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have one. I just haven't fucking started using it yet because I can't fit it properly behind me. But whatever. All right.
Well, maybe if you face your camera forward like a normal person.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit on my desk normal. Anyway.
Maybe get a normal desk.
Yeah.
Honestly,
work on
look
that.
at the live. I just want to let's stop the podcast for a moment. I want to say, Steve's like walking through the kitchen, and we get to see like the tour and the action from like this awesome angle. Like, I love seeing you in your natural environment. I love, you're on here with us.
Well, this is actually my last podcast from the kitchen today.
Look at that special treat.
Friday is my last day here.
Amazing.
So when you're like podcasting normally again, you need to like on your mic stand, you need to attach a spatula to your mic stand.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna put a kitchen background on my green screen. I'll keep the settings. Don't worry.
Perfect.
And you know what's even better is I got a Patriot chef that I can wear through the cat, so it's perfect.
Perfect. And Monkey's making sure we are now demonetized.
Demonetized.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not only on Kick tonight. I've been fucking abusing. It don't matter. Whatever. Oh well, our quarter.
Like pull off one of these.
I'm trying to make money, man.
It's all right. Luckily, that part of the video can get cut out in post for YouTube, which is where I need to worry about that. But we'll worry about that later. I totally fucking forgot we are not just on Kick tonight, boys. We actually have to follow rules.
Tobacco water pipe.
Yeah, bro, it's tobacco anyway. What the fuck? It's Delta. Whatever. The CBD. Whatever. All right. Let's get to the fucking game of the week, which is funny, which is like super actually hilarious because PJ isn't here.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you guys thought this one was the game of the week.
Ah, man, you know what? It was tough. That's why I'm glad that I left it to vote.
Yeah,
I thought.
We leave our podcast scheduling up to 20 people that never show up to the show. It's great.
Yeah, I actually selected the Rams as the game of the week.
And you know what the fuck part is? They get mad when I don't put the poll up.
Like what? Half you don't even fucking watch the show.
You pieces of shit. They sit there and they watch clips and then they ask me about bet advice. And it's not Monkey's best bets. It's Brendan's best bets. I tell Brendan. Why ask me? The fuck do I know? Excuse me. Sorry. That was just... You have no idea the last couple of fucking times that I've been out in the fucking public. People have just asked me randomly for betting advice because now I'm that guy. And the fuck part is I'm not actually, but whatever. Anyway, okay, so fuck BJ, he's not here. I'm sure he'll be here eventually. We did choose this as the game of the week. I think
I just seen Sandman's background. I'm sorry.
I think I may have picked it based off recency bias because I know there's a couple of games that were like, wow, bro.
I thought the game last night should have been game of the week.
the Bengals and Commanders were on the list. There was the Matt Stafford game. There were a few games that I was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I voted,
But Matt Stafford with his two top guys out was.
yeah, that was awesome. I personally, I voted for Dolphins versus the Alligators.
I picked with the winners. I picked the Chiefs, Falcons for obvious reasons. That was super.
alright,
You should have been the commies game.
Yeah, well, I just want to say, and the reason why I disagree with it is that it was such a good game until, in typical Sunday Night Football fashion, the refs made it all about themselves, fucking
Yep.
both equally. Like, there was, like, I don't know who should have won that game because they fucking blew calls for both teams.
So, let's get started. Chiefs 22, Falcons 17, Monday Night Football. Rashee Rice was the fantasy player of the game with 29 points, 12 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Falcons leader was Drake London with 19 points. He had 6 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. To be quite honest, there was another stat here I wanted to go over. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Rushing. Tyler Algier was the leading rusher with 7 carries and 32 yards.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, for Atlanta, the leading rusher in the game was a guy called Carson Steele. He's a white dude with really long blonde hair. His whole family was watching him on a projector during a wedding at his sister's wedding. He had 72 yards. Where was Bijan? Well, he played. He had a touchdown. He had 15 carries for 31 yards. So,
Okay.
who wants to go first?
I guess I'll start. My main takeaway from this game is Taylor Swift ruined Travis Kelce.
Yo,
What is he doing?
where is Travis?
And so I did some research into this, like what's happening, and I read a quote from Mr. Mahomes. Mr. Mahomes said that teams are giving him a lot of attention and double covering. But yet, for the last 5 years, all I've heard is this guy's the greatest tight end of all time, and he can't handle fucking double coverage. Are you kidding me?
Maybe Taylor Swift really did ruin Travis Kelce. Maybe that's what it is. She put all the spotlight on him. He was just flying under the radar, being the best tight end in the game. And then let this be a lesson to everybody. Stop dating pop stars. Look at what happened with Tony Romo and Jessica Simpson.
True. Well, I don't know. I think in the chat, people were shitting on the Falcons, which, yeah, I get it. They lost the game. I thought the Falcons looked really good in this game. Their defense looked awesome. Holding Patrick Mahomes 22 points, 24, whatever it was. It was really good. They picked him off. He should have had 3 interceptions in this game. And Kirk looked awesome. I didn't come away from this, and I don't understand why everyone's shitting on him. I didn't come away from this game thinking the Falcons were coach. I was like, oh no, the Falcons are a team.
I think the coaching decision to not get that field goal with 6 minutes afterward was terrible.
Yeah. But that shit you up, September is the preseason now. We don't have a preseason anymore. I'm not sure what to call the preseason, but September is now the preseason. But except the games count at the same time. It's weird. I don't know. The league is fucked.
So, I think Steve was touching on something that was a big deciding factor, I feel like, in this game. For all that the Chiefs weren't doing correctly on offense, the defensive side of the ball was coming up. Bijan Robinson being held to 31 yards, that's huge. That's taken away a big part of the Falcons' offense.
I felt like watching that game, Bijan was a little bit more a part of it.
Nah, dude, 32 yards. 31 yards, excuse me.
For some reason, they just, even though clearly after the first half, outside zone wasn't working, they're just we'll just keep doing it. They just didn't adjust at all.
there is a funny news article actually about this game regarding Carson Steele, and PETA has made a statement about him having a pet alligator.
About having that alligator, man.
And it's cruel and unusual for the way he keeps the alligator and blah blah blah.
I promise you that gator don't give no fuck.
So what Peter's asking for is let's make sure that the guy who runs into 300-pound people for a living is doing the right thing and being an example for health and safety for everyone. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that works. But no, so we're gonna talk a lot about the refs in a second here, but I want to get the game analysis out the way first with when it comes to that. I think holding Bijan to 31 is a fucking task within itself. Stuffing Bijan on 3rd and 4th down in short yardage situations, that was hard. It seems like the Chiefs had this bend don't break with the passing game, but when it came to Bijan Robinson, they made sure to take him completely the fuck out of the game, and that was a big part of I feel like the Falcons falling short here. I feel like if they had a little bit more coming out of Bijan Robinson, if they had a bigger running threat, Kirk would have had an easier time in the back end. But that's not to say Kirk Cousins played bad. Kirk Cousins played fucking great. He did have that weird fucking pick off the tip ball, but I don't even know if I could blame that on Kirk. That's just some shit that fucking happens. The Falcons defense?
Was it? I might be confusing games, but wasn't it their center that got hurt that game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember as soon as they put the new center in, that's when you got the. That's not necessarily in the center fucking.
The Falcons defense really impressed me. Picking off Patrick Mahomes to start off the game and setting the tone. They held fucking Pat to like 217, and a lot of that came in the back end of the game. The Falcons came to play, dude. Like I know that we're really kind of giving them a what do you call it? A consolation. You know, they didn't win the game, but they didn't look bad in the loss.
I mean,
the Chiefs,
real.
however,
the Falcons are still a team that are trying to figure themselves out right now.
The Chiefs, however, they didn't look good in the win. Like Rashee Rice looked good.
He's the only thing they have right now.
Yeah, Patrick didn't look great. They obviously are banged up in running back. They're obviously banged up in receiver. But Travis Kelce's fucking missing. Patrick Mahomes is out there looking very mid-pack for a guy who's an elite quarterback. It's not the same Patrick Mahomes we're used to seeing. Unless, of course, you go back into history, which is what a lot of people like to do on this podcast. And we have to consider that this is pretty much always what the Chiefs look like at the beginning of the fucking season. So, I don't want to read too much into Patrick Mahomes looking like a...
That's not true. That's like super recent history. And that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, okay, yeah, that's what happened last year. But if you go back to like the previous 2 and 3 years, they were lighting it the fuck up out of the gate. And there's no reinforcement coming for receiver. This is what they have. They pretty much are waiting on Hollywood Brown to come back.
And how long is that going to be?
I don't know. A couple more weeks.
I think he's still got a few more weeks.
Yeah. So they got to figure something out on offense because they are like
shit out. They have the refs on their side.
No.
They got plot armor, my guy.
No.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. We're gonna get to that one.
That only gets you so far, and they do have that. That won't take you all the way. And the defense is great, but they're like 28th in explosive plays in the league.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Games. My bad. Yeah, that's not one of playoff games. All right. So
I figured it out, but it's luckily they're winning while they're doing this.
For now, we'll see how it goes when they start getting into the harder part of their schedule. I'm a little concerned with the receiving core, like you had brought up. It's thin, super duper duper thin.
You know, I was gonna say Travis Kelsey's been non-existent.
Yeah,
because-
that's it, and that's not a good situation for Kansas City to be in.
You can double him all game and not be worried about a single other receiver like killing you over the top. Because like Rasheed Rice is good, but he's not like a deep guy. He's a slot guy.
They need Xavier Worthy, fucking balling out.
I don't have. And remember how everyone after week 1 was like, "Oh my God, Xavier Worthy, all this shit," but they just like looked at the stats, like, dude, he had a coverage bust, and then he had a convoy of 7 blockers carrying him into the end zone.
Well, yeah. Everybody
they-
looked at 2 good plays from him, and we're like, "Oh, he's the guy. He's the guy."
They weren't
he's the
even
guy.
good plays; like they were just lucky. And the Chiefs.
It's the speed.
Yeah, sure, but everyone's fast in the NFL, and what they've done for the past 5 years in the first round is they've tried to recreate Tyreek Hill, and that's not a thing. You can't do that. They need to just stop doing that because it's not.
I almost want to disagree, but at the same sense, you're kind of right on the statistics part. But
I don't know. Through 3 weeks, I'd rather have Keon Coleman.
yeah, especially with how Keon's been playing. But with that explosiveness, he just needs to get the fuck downfield. I feel like that's his biggest problem right now is cleanly beating his fucking coverage, bro. Like,
Yeah. Well, when you're that tiny, you can't really beat press, so you can just get up on him and just abuse the shit out of him and fuck up the timing, and he's not going to do nothing.
put him on with some more cross routes. See how that goes. I don't fucking know. The Chiefs are such a. You don't want to lose hope in them because the moment that you do, they shove that shit down your throat. They go on a 10-win. Excuse me, on a 10-win fucking streak, and then they go to the Super Bowl and they win the Super Bowl. So it's like you can't count them out because every time you do, they fucking prove you wrong. But at the same time, it's like, man, this doesn't look all that great.
I mean, they'll still win their division. They'll do that. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know about the rest of the AFC yet. We're in the preseason still, basically. Yeah, they got a lot of shit they got to figure out. Repeating's hard, man. There's a reason why no one's fucking that.
So, this was a tough game. Patriots 3, Jets 24 on Thursday Night Football. I'm sorry.
They just score one more time. I want to remember this score.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty memorable score for the East this week.
Yeah.
It's Patriots 3 at Jets 24.
Yeah.
Thursday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers was the fantasy player of the game. 21 points, 27 for 35, 281 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Brissett, on the other hand, was 12 for 18 and 98 yards. Oh, the timing! What's up, buddy? How you doing, Mr. Late? Like 30 minutes late and shit?
Finally, the tribal chief has
Jesus.
come back to USA.
Oh, Jesus.
I just want to let everybody know.
Did you, like, shave your face to be The
jabroni
Rock?
mic is that? Someone needs to fix their goddamn mic. Sounds like a goddamn jabroni in here.
You're a jabroni.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted,
You're a
the
whore.
start of the season, a lot of shit
Oh,
talk
Lord.
was happening. A lot of shit talk.
Oh,
All the
God.
shit talk was happening. Oh, tribal chief, you're not gonna rebound. You're gonna go to MXT. You're gonna be a nobody. You're gonna lose to everybody that comes your way.
Literally, no one said this. That's not even verbatim a quote.
And here, your tribal chief sits 3-0 at the top of the table, defending his belt, while
Oh, God.
Monkey and its communist ass is in 12th fucking place.
It's okay.
Sweet smell of justice is here. And I want to let all you jabronis know that you're going to have to put a little more effort in to take this fucking belt from me.
What place are you in right now, PJ?
First, motherfucker.
No, actually, no, you're not.
I'm I'm 3-0, baby.
Yeah, you're in a solid second place right now.
If you don't like the news, you can take it, twist it sideways, and shove it up your candy ass.
He's Brendan.
I'm not wrong.
They said that PJ was going to be in the MXT and he was going to lose to everybody, and I'm like, bro, no one said that. Literally.
We're talking shit. Oh, we're gonna beat you, PJ. We're gonna come for your neck. We're gonna.
I'm the only one holding up on our end of the bargain.
Behold, I'm 3-0.
Where the fuck is everyone else? I'm the only one here putting up a fucking fight. You fucking losers.
Yeah, you fucking jabroners get fucking ran over by your tribal fucking. Now it's time for all of you to fucking
get run over, guys. By the way, he won a game this week where his team scored 107 points.
Hey, have backup players. Be good. Make your picks better. You fucking jabronis. I'm 3-0 right now. Looking at fucking getting to the playoffs. Steamroll Brendan. Steamroll whoever gets in my way. And
not with how much points you score, bud. Man, you come up against my team, you need to put up at least 150 to beat me.
You need to put up at least 150 to make it. You need to make it to the postseason, you son of a bitch.
Pops, I would just like you to know, all right, because I know that you review this podcast, that I should get next Friday off for not starting Jawan Jennings. I'm just saying, like that I feel like I deserve that.
I don't blame you though. Who the fuck would have started Jawan Jennings?
I would have.
I mean,
that's why.
In retrospect, it was probably a good move to start him because Debo's hurt. Ayuk is fucking not producing points. Like, it's got to go to somebody.
Well, it took my advice rather than all these other jabronis' advice. Maybe he'd win some games.
You didn't give any advice.
Poor jabroni.
You're the unsolicited part of this podcast. You're not the advice part.
Just unsolicited fantasy. No advice.
You should have asked me, you fucking jabronis. I would have helped y'all win your leagues, win your games. That way you can compete with me in some way. But, I had to let everybody know.
Everyone has to make tough decisions. Monkey and all these other teams got to figure out which 10-point wide receiver to put in their flex. I mean, meanwhile, I'm over here. I got to figure out which guy that's putting up 20 that I want in my flex this week.
You're going to lose to me. It's okay.
I don't think I see you till like week 15.
You guys laugh now, but when the buzzsaw comes for you at the worst part of the season.
Okay. I got depth.
I am a little.
My team's dead. I don't have a team no more.
My team's got a chance to come back. 1 and 2 ain't dead.
It's dead when you got to catch up to me.
Nah, bro.
I mean, I don't think he's in our division, so he at least has a shot there. No one in our division has hope, PJ. No one.
I mean, it's a clean ride to the playoffs again.
I mean, Brandon's got a good team. I mean, he's 2-1. He's put up 390 points so far.
Yeah, he still lost in week 1.
Yeah.
Anyways,
what is this, the USA League?
Solidified my spot at this table here.
Oh, fuck.
What were you guys?
Oh, we were talking about the Patriots and the Jets. We had just finished the Chiefs game.
It's okay. I don't need to gloat enough. I've gloated already.
Oh, okay. Cool. Appreciate that. I don't even know what the fuck we were saying about. Let's just go over this again. Jets 24, Patriots 3.
Remember that number. Remember 24-3.
Aaron Rodgers, 21 points, 27 for 35, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, fantasy player of the game. I think we're at the part where we were talking about Jacoby Brissett's 12 for 18, 98 yards. This game stinks.
I got about one more week of Jacoby Brissett football in me. That's about as much more as I can do. That's what I said going into the season. It's like I got about a month of Jacoby Brissett that I can tolerate until I'm gonna go fly to Gillette Stadium and shit on someone's car and write a note to put your first round pick into the fucking game.
Well, we did get to see him play.
Yeah, and it was the only normal offensive drive they had all game.
Yeah, I was gonna say for one drive, he didn't get in the end zone. He didn't get in the end zone, but he did damn good.
Well, the clock ran out on him.
You know what amazes me? And this is why I love the NFL and I love the fans that don't pay attention in the small details here. There's only one quarterback that's a rookie this year that's starting that's doing a good job. Decent job. And he plays for the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Everybody else has been thrown to the fucking wolves. And if you look at quarterbacks that actually take 1 year and they sit and they get the experience from the veterans that they need, they actually turn out to be good rather than you trading all the way up for a pick that you have to bench for Andy Dalton. Sorry, Panthers. I just have to throw you under the fire.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the conundrum that it's in my brain, right? You're like, okay, all those things that you just made make a lot of sense to me. But here's the thing. I don't want Drake May learning from Jacoby Brissett.
Which is where I was going to get to the point.
That's a fair fucking point right there, bro.
The Patriots are like, fuck it, dude. We're just going to put some guy up. If he sucks, he sucks.
Yeah.
We're just going to put our rookie in and throw him to the fucking wolves as well. And it's just stupid. Like, you might as well just have the rookie start at this point, dude. You have – I don't understand the Jacoby Brissett thing. Can you explain
I do.
that?
I can explain it to you. So they haven't had their starting left side of their offensive line so far this year. They're supposed to finally be all together this week. They're tough. Their beginning part of the schedule is the hardest part of their schedule up until this week. This week is the 49ers. He ain't doing his first start against fucking Bosa. No way. No fucking way. So I actually looked at the schedule going into the season after they drafted him, and I think the best time for him to start would be the following week. And things just went great to add up to that because after this week of the 49ers, they are back at home playing the Miami Dolphins. And I think that's where you put him in because that is an easy game.
All right. I actually want to tune back to the Chiefs and Falcons.
Well, before you do that, I want to add something because you guys are talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking good.
I saw this video that Brady and Nate
I didn't know
makes a lot
that
of sense to these rookie quarterbacks. You know, because you have all these first round draft picks coming in and they're starting their first years and they're not coming from college, programs anymore. They're coming from college teams learning playbooks instead of learning drop back passes, learning how to read defenses, learning how to take snaps. So instead of learning that shit now, they're learning just how to do the playbook. They get in the NFL. Instead of spending a year or two as a third string or a fourth string to develop, they're getting thrown into the fire right away. But the game has been dumbed down to allow them to do that.
And even with Jaden, props to him for last night. But I'll get more into it when we get to that game.
Pass to McLaurin.
Yeah, oh yeah. He played phenomenal. But that defense that Cincinnati has is dog shit. That is the worst pass rushing team I've ever seen in my fucking life. But anywho.
So there's
go ahead.
I want to talk about with the Falcons and Chiefs. And it's actually a compliment towards the Falcons. Kirk Cousins can throw a football.
Yeah, fucking can, bro.
Dude, after week 1, that was a legitimate concern. So he looks back to normal.
And
Kirk go Chains.
the only concern that I see with the Falcons going forward, because they actually put up a good fight. I'll give them that. I think coaching sucks. I think the coach sucks.
See, coach sucks. You don't kick the fucking field goal, you know.
I started actually saying that last week when I would watch them do those drives and they would 70, 75 yards, Bijan and Algier up the fucking field. And then when they get into the red zone, they decide, all right, let Cousins throw it. What?
That feels very backwards, don't it?
Right, but that's exactly how the whole first 3 quarters went. I felt was like they just kept running the ball up the field, and then once they got into the red zone, Cousins would fucking get under center and throw the ball. Why?
That's yes, no. Because that that was like that for I want to say like the first quarter, Steve, but not the whole game, bro. Like
I felt like there was a lot of
to say that better. They had like 65 yards rushing in the whole game.
That was my problem, was the runs they were doing. They kept fucking running outside zone for no reason, but it's not working.
They had Algier go for 32 yards. They had Bijan Robinson go for 31 yards, and that was on 15 carries, so his averages were shit. When they got to the goal line, Bijan scored one, so that's why his points look the way they do, but he didn't have a good game. These guys kept getting stuffed. I think the reason you think they ran so much is because they tried to.
No, I wasn't saying about this one this week. I was talking about the last week.
Oh, the last week. Okay, last week. Okay.
And
I thought you were talking about this game.
Week two, I saw them do that. And it was just like the whole fucking game. I'm like, what are they doing? Like, why would you run all the way up the field the whole time, not do any pass plays?
Because you got Bijan fucking Robinson.
Right, and the only pass plays you're doing is screens, but then as soon as you get to the goal line, it's don't give the ball to Bijan anymore. Try to throw to Mooney or try to throw to London. What?
I support that.
It's still week 3. A lot of teams got to work out their kinks. We also saw the Chiefs really not getting the ball to Kelsey. Not having Pacheco has really made the Chiefs one-dimensional. Mahomes had to throw the ball a lot, put in a lot of uncomfy throwing situations. And fuck, man, Justin Simmons, dude, that guy knows where Pat Mahomes eats, sleeps, and drinks, dude. Like, the fact that guy's picked him off for the last 6 games, that's an incredible stat.
And he could have had 2. I mean, because he had 1 interception, like the Falcons did. Patrick Mahomes should have had like 3 picks in this game. The secondary did a fucking awesome job with them and like you said, they're just so one-dimensional right now. Like they have Rice. That's their whole passing game is Rashee Rice.
Literally their passing game, but the Chiefs will stay afloat just because that defense is legit, man. Yeah. That defense will help bail the offense out whenever it needs to be. They're a Super Bowl team. When the offense does bad, the defense steps up. When the defense is doing bad, the offense steps up. That's the dynamic you really want in the NFL. It's just when one side of the ball is faltering, the other side can pick up the slack. So I think the Chiefs are in prime form to make another run unless they get some major injuries. You can't out-coaching Andy Reid is damn near impossible. So they'll be okay. The Chiefs will be perfectly fine.
So I'm perfectly okay with taking the Patriots' time and redistributing it to the Chiefs Atlanta game that we just talked about.
Yeah, why would we even talk about that game? Next.
Yeah.
Giants 21, Cleveland Browns 15.
Singletary.
The Giants started this game off with a fumble and a Browns touchdown from the first play of scrimmage afterwards. I've never heard this in NFL form before, but stop the count! Stop the count! If the game would have just ended there. If the game would have just ended there, it would have been okay, bro. But no, instead, the Giants fucking rolled. Daniel Jones actually looked like a fucking quarterback, which is crazy.
Correct.
No, I was about to say that.
Look like a quarterback.
I was about to say that, but since you brought it up, yeah, Jones may have looked like a quarterback, but that's only because he was throwing to a 28-point fantasy player of the game, Malik Neighbors. 8 receptions, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also to note, Amari Cooper tied that at 28 points. He just had 1 less catch. What do you call it? So yeah, Malik had a fucking amazing game. Made DJ look like an actual quarterback for a change, which is crazy.
That's never going to happen again this year, guys.
I don't think that's so. Here's the crazy thing. when I was watching the game, it just seemed like you ever have just a bad luck day, like just nothing's going. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed and everything's just not going right after that. That was the Browns' fucking defense, dude. Like, no matter how many times the Giants would try to fuck this game up, and there were so many times that the Giants were trying to fuck this game up, the Browns just could not capitalize, could not get up on the pick that was getting thrown to them, could not get up on the fucking fumble. Like, it just was not the Browns' day, dude. That defense fucking suffered.
The Browns' season, and I think that team is built on some kind of Indian burial ground because there's no way that you sign. Like, I don't understand how you could be so well last season, have Joe Flacco be great, the defense play great, and then all of a sudden your team's just absolute dog shit the next year. Like, I don't understand how a defense can be so good and then be so trash next season. Like,
well, Garrett was hurt. Garrett got hurt in the middle of this game.
It doesn't matter if Garrett's hurt or not, man. Like, that defense is stellar. There's a lot more pieces on that defense. That secondary is actually linebacker core is pretty okay. The line's pretty okay with or without Garrett. You let the Giants just go rampant on you. I just don't. I don't understand.
They gave up.
That's what it seemed like. That's the vibe I got from that game. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights. It looked like they just gave up. Like, that's just like the impending doom is like setting in for the Browns. Like, we're shit. We're not going to be getting anything more than shit, and that's just the locker room culture there.
Next game.
Yeah, I don't really have good Giants. Enjoy it because
Toilet
like
bowl match of the week.
It's like Brendan said. It's probably not happening again
That's
this
not
year, dude.
happening.
That's
Maybe if they play the Raiders.
Yeah, true.
well, yeah, but that's we'll get to that. But that's a different situation. That was a different situation because I almost had the same thought. Packers 30 at Titans 14.
Next game. Shit show.
Damn, no love for Malik.
Oh no, that game was boring as shit.
All right, so since we're skipping it, Malik Willis was the player of the game. 25 points, 13 for 19, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown on the ground. Packers defense also scored 22 points because Will Levis is dog shit. Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears 16 and Indianapolis Colts 21. Jonathan Taylor's the player of the game, 27 points, 110 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
I see another
Twice.
I see another situation happening. I see the Bears being shit this year. I see them doing great next year, and back to mediocrity the year after that. That's the vibe I'm getting from the Bears right now.
Yeah, see, I thought Caleb was like a decent prospect coming out, but there's a bunch of shit that I saw in college that he's doing now is that he thinks he's in the Pac-12 still. He thinks he can run around for 12 goddamn seconds every play. And he also has a lot of ball security issues. He just runs around with the ball, waving it around, and he fumbles a lot. And I think their offensive line is so fucking bad. Not only that they have a bad offensive line, is that they're bad at both pass blocking and run blocking. Like, they don't do any of those things right.
Did
like,
you see that photo circling of them in the red zone and then like 4 of the fucking linemen on the ground and Caleb Williams is literally running for his fucking life. I mean,
exactly.
Fuck, not even that, dude. They got there was one where they were like 4th and goal on the 1, and Swift gets buried like 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, just straight fucking ramrodded. 2 people blocked out of like the 5 people that made contact with Swift, dude. That whole throw the whole line away.
I just find it funny that teams will get all these amazing pieces around their players and think, oh, we have a shit D-line or O-line. We'll still be okay. Like, no. Like, your football is won in the trenches. And you have to have at least a top 15
line to even be considered for the playoffs. It's not going to work just like, hey, our quarterback might die, but whatever.
Like, even especially when you got a rookie, like, you gotta at least be able to run the ball, because that's the thing you can use to protect your rookie quarterback is if you can run the ball. You don't got to put the game in his hands every fucking week, basically, and they can't do that, and it's just having to be all Caleb, and it's not working. Who could have seen this coming?
Colts
Hey.
are like a literal mirror image of the Bucs.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson looks exactly like he did at Florida. It's just fucking he fucking takes that ball back, dude. He's got no idea where that shit's going. He's just fucking praying. I hope it gets there, and it doesn't all the time.
I'm glad that you guys brought this up because I was going to say something about it. Anthony Richardson, we're not leaving you out of these woods, bro. You shit, dog shit, fucking lying motherfucker. You fantasy fraud fuck.
I didn't fall for it. I was saying that all through the pre-draft process for fantasy this year. Don't fall for fucking Anthony Richardson. People are going to draft him in the 3rd and 4th round. You're going to get fucking tricked. And that's exactly what it is.
Caleb Williams went 33 for 52. 33 for 52. That is an insane stat line. Okay? 363 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Anthony Richardson, I don't know how much of a mirror image this is. 10 for 20. I think that's the difference between having Jonathan Taylor and having DeAndre Swift. 167 yards, 2 interceptions. Didn't even get into the end zone. So, if you were looking for good quarterback play, this was definitely not the game for you.
No.
However, if you're looking for good running back play, well, the Colts were able to provide that, dude. It's nice seeing Jonathan Taylor earn his keep on a fantasy lineup for a change.
It's about time.
Yeah, until he gets hurt in week 8 when he's the whole offense and they. Hey man,
Don't
but you
say it. There's enough injuries right now.
You don't understand, bro. It'd be like that.
There's enough right now. I can't take any more.
You.
Yo,
I don't want to hear this.
Bro, I have a league where I had fucking Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, like fucking this fucking league. I have so many people and they're all fucking hurt, man. Everybody's out.
All right.
Let's
go to the next game. Man, this kind of hurts my soul because I like the kid. Houston Texans 7 and Minnesota Vikings 34.
Call this shit.
Ugh. Aaron Jones was the fantasy player of the game. 26 points, 102 yards, 5 receptions for 46 yards, and a touchdown receiving. Man, I don't even want to say this. CJ Stroud went 30 for 31. Or no, that's got to be a mistypo. 20 for 31. 215 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Sam Darnold went 17 for 28, 181 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Damn fucking Darnold.
So, in back-to-back weeks, the Vikings defense have made the 49ers and the Texans look absolutely retarded.
I think the big thing with the Texans, though, is Joe Mixon. Really fucking
like I said, and I'm not coming off of this hill.
The Vikings are good.
He may not have been head coach material, but goddamn, does that boy know how to run himself a defense? Like Brian Flores' defense is fucking killing it. He's definitely a defensive coordinator, bro. He's probably the best in the league.
He will be a head coach again with how good his unit is playing, and he'll.
Yeah, what, Brendan? I'm starting not to doubt. I'm starting to lose less doubt about that. I'll give you that because this this defensive unit really is fucking lights out. They got Andrew Van Ginkel looking like fucking Junior Seau out there, bro. Like, it's
Yeah, bro.
fucking AVG's fucking killing it in Minnesota, dude. I hate it. I hate seeing it because he's a fucking. I was the one guy I didn't want to see leave. But at the same time, damn.
Hey, look, he made a business decision. He said, would I rather play for this fucking idiot, Mike McDaniel, or am I going to go play with a real coach? And he made the correct decision.
No, that's not the. You're half right. He did make a business decision, but that's not the business decision that he made.
That's
He knew.
exactly what he did.
No, he knew that he was going to be a starter in Minnesota. He knew that. And he was not going to be a starter in Miami.
Why? Why wouldn't you start him?
I don't know why, because that's the part that makes it all fucking
Because
stupid.
it's the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
Because we like to have like 100 fucking edge rushers, and that it's not necessary, man. No,
But he's not an edge rusher.
I know he's not. But we needed to have 100 edge rushers, prioritize those guys, and fucking make sacrifices to everything the fuck else. So instead of having a decent core of fucking linebackers, we're just going to fucking sandbag the fucking ones that are good for fucking 2 people that are hurt.
All right,
You know what? Let me take that back. Jalen Phillips is fucking worth it.
No.
For a
Let's
guy that's
talk
fucking
about
hurt
a
and
real
overpaid.
team. This isn't a
We're also
Dolphins
talking
podcast.
about-
Let's talk about a real team. Let's talk about Minnesota.
Sorry, you asked me a question. The less I could talk about the Dolphins, the better.
Oh, we'll get to them. Don't worry.
Stroud throwing a pick out the gate, dude. I think that's where we should have known that this was going to be a bad day.
I'm convinced now that the Jets' curse of quarterbacks is so real. Like, Geno Smith looks awesome. Sam Darnold looks fucking incredible for what he was to now. What a fucking difference.
Sam, first off, okay,
Well,
I understand that he's throwing to Justin Jefferson, and at this point, like, I get the meme. I understand the meme, and Darnold, for his credit, has been playing pretty fucking good football. But
Pretty
this
good.
is
He's a top 5 quarterback right now.
yeah, no, a pretty fucking good football. Let me not sandbag that. He's been playing great football. But I really honestly feel like this is more of an indictment, or not an indictment. This is more of a supporting fact that Justin Jefferson is fucking on another level.
No. Did you not see how Sam Darnold was with the 49ers last year? He looked like this. He looked awesome.
Yeah, I
Right,
was
but
gonna
now
say,
with
it's
these,
not just
not with
Jefferson
these,
hitting- he's
not
hitting
with
Naylor,
these.
he's been-
Okay, I understand what you're getting at because I agree. But what I'm saying is, granted, he did have a couple of the fucking 30 or 40 fucking yard bombs to Debo. I remember that because I was just like, damn, that's Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
But we're seeing that like every drive, bro. When you got Justin Jefferson and you just know that you're gonna fucking be able to let it the fuck go and he's out there, it looks fucking amazing. Like, that's a lot of what Darnold's stats are coming from. He's got these long, giant fucking bombs to Jefferson. But he does, to his credit, because I don't want to fucking sandbag Darnold. He's been playing fucking amazing football. He's even in the red zone. He's a lot more fucking accurate even in the fucking red zone. Like the corner fucking the corner from the 15. I forget who the fuck he was throwing that to because that one wasn't
Naylor.
Yeah. The corner
what
one in the
this reminds
15.
me of? Like, it's just like a quarterback. Like, oh man, that guy stinks. And then he gets one good wide receiver, and everyone thinks he's an MVP all of a sudden.
Huh.
Yeah, we know.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I just was a general thing, you know.
Oh, Seattle. Jeez.
Oh, okay. Nah, dude, a name's not coming up. I don't know who the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah. not coming to the good old noggin. You know,
Oh,
head-
Josh
head's just
Allen.
a little shaky.
Josh Allen. Yeah, you're right. Because Khalil Shakir, dude. Anyway, fuck you. How about that? Fuck you. How about that? All right. Nah, dude, but to his credit, Darnold's been playing good football. I don't want to sandbag that, but I feel like Justin Jefferson can make anybody feel better about throwing the football to them. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah, I mean to that, but like also you see like, and I know I was making like a joke out of the comparison, but let's check in on Skylar Thompson. How's he doing having Tyreek Hill? He ain't doing shit.
that's. I don't know how Skylar Thompson's in the NFL. That's an entirely different
Really, because
subject.
we were saying
That's
that
an
about
entirely different subject that we will get into
Zach Wilson
much
had a
later
job.
into this podcast.
We were saying the same things about Sam Darnold 2 years ago.
As a Jet, and
A lot of us understand.
And a
that the Jets
Panther.
are probably ruining it.
a Panther, because Panthers are not all that great with quarterbacks either. But I liked him in San Francisco, and I really like him right now. But I don't want to take away from the fact that he's coming from Justin Jefferson, and I think that there's only so much that a receiver can fucking improve a quarterback before quarterback shit like the bad parts of a quarterback get exposed. But Justin Jefferson's making Sam Darnold look like fucking Steve Young when he's bombing it downfield. And I don't want to take that away from him.
And they've been doing this without Jordan Addison too. He's supposed to be back in the next week or two
Why are we blaming the Vikings?
because they're a good football team.
Tell me that.
First
4
off,
weeks down the road.
I don't even want to hear that we can't talk about the Vikings and how good they are right now. They're.
There's
Do you understand the names that we are talking about here? Sam fucking Darnold is a top 5 quarterback in 2024 in Minnesota. That's worth saying some shit about.
You guys are doing
I'm sorry,
a
but the
whole
top
other.
4
This is
quarterbacks
the
blow my
worst
mind.
iteration of the Bills defense I've ever seen.
That was not me. Do not put
Hey,
that on
hey, hey!
me. Do not
And
put that on me.
I'm fine, and I'm fine eating that. But Monkey said that fucking like before the season and then before the game. This monkey is saying that after 3 fucking sample sizes of Sam Darnold looking like Steve fucking Young.
No, it's not even that. It's, dude, they made the 49ers and the Texans both look like retarded organizations. Not just that they won 3 games. It's who they beat.
Hear me out. Every year, there's a couple teams that have like these little good stretches, and then they just implode. I'm sorry. I saw the Vikings with Kirk Cousins, just 2 years removed, go 12-3 and then lay a giant fucking dumpster egg in the playoffs.
Okay,
So-
but that doesn't make them a bad football team.
They're not a consistent football team to me. Last year, they were absolute dog shit because Kirk Cousins went down. Now, all of a sudden, we're just riding this parade because Sam Darnold's in town and he's slinging the ball for a couple games. All right, cool. It's good now. Show me again in December how the Vikings look.
Yeah.
And if
So we can say that we can say that about any team that has a good record right now. Then we have to do a show today, right, and not in December. We got to talk about it today.
Yes, sir.
No, there's not.
Like Jesus
Because
fucking Christ.
There's one team that you know damn well will be fine in December, and it's the Chiefs. Don't even say.
Bills.
Oh my God! Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to say that it's the Bills.
There's certain teams that you know will be fine. Baltimore will be fine. The Bills will be fine. The Vikings, I don't know. I need to check back in December. I'm not ready to start glazing Sam Darnold until I see a consistent string of games from him. Big drop.
How consistent? How long
credit.
consistently? Because this has been 3 games of pretty
I'll
consistent
give
fucking
him credit.
quarterback
Good
play.
job. You guys did great the first quarter of the season. All right. Keep doing it.
Is that it?
That's all. Just keep
That
doing
it?
it.
We're
Keep doing it.
moving on. We're
Move
moving
on.
on to the next game.
No more glazing Sam Darnold. It's insane to me that we're doing
Sam
this.
Darnold's playing better than Patrick Mahomes right now.
Yeah,
He
but-
is.
But Sam Darnold
Dude,
don't
the
have
top-
no Super Bowl rings to back up his play.
Brendan,
The
since
top five
since
QBs
you were
in the
able to
league
pull,
right now is killing me.
yeah,
Oh,
okay,
can
so
you pull up the
Steve,
top five quarterbacks
Steve,
from
you
last year?
have
No,
the
no, no,
top
no. Pull
five.
up the
Can you
top
please
five
tell me?
quarterbacks from last year.
Well, I don't have it in front of me. I've seen it recently and it fucking blew my mind.
PJ, you're
Pull it
living in the
up.
past.
I'm
We're
driving.
talking
I
about
can't
right
read.
now. We're
I'm
not
just saying,
talking in the
show
past.
me the top five quarterbacks from last season, and Patrick
We're not
Mahomes
talking about last
probably got
season.
him.
The
I don't
future is
care.
now.
I don't care. Lamar Jackson won MVP last year. Did he do
Okay.
anything with it? No, he did not.
I mean, they made it to the playoffs.
Hold on,
They
I'm
made
fucking.
it to the playoffs and lost where?
Hold on, I'm
Okay,
fucking
they lost
looking
in
this
the
up.
what was it? The AFC Championship.
Oh,
The divisional.
okay. How many Super Bowl rings does Lamar Jackson have?
Hold on.
So
The
I like
top
how
f-
every single take PJ has to revolve around the Chiefs.
the top
Because
five.
they win. That's the compare. That's the stick you're getting compared to. What am I
No,
going to compare to?
There's
The
no
Panthers?
way.
Am I going to compare every team to the fucking
There's-
Panthers? Is that what I'm
There's
doing now?
no way. This cannot be right.
Am I going to compare every team to the Panthers now? Wow, man.
Go ahead.
Nah, there has
No,
to be.
but I don't
Let's
understand the
hear-
point.
Let everybody hear the top
No,
five.
One real quick.
Yeah, no,
I
tell
don't
us
see
the
the
top
point of
five quarterbacks
why.
from last
But
year.
why am I comparing an NFC team to the Chiefs? They're not
Can-
going to play them.
So I'm gonna just go by passing yards. You're not.
It's crazy. I've seen this.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Geno Smith is the number one quarterback in the league right now
Amazing.
by passing yards.
What
Followed-
did the Seahawks do in the playoffs last year?
Another Jets legend.
Followed by
Geno
Matt
Smith.
Stafford,
That's legit.
Gardner Minshew,
That's not legit.
Kirk Cousins, and Bo
That's legit.
Nix.
And I want you to
What?
list and
Bo Nix is 5
and
at 600
NFL
yards, dude.
And understand that the NFL is a fickle monster. Just because you have amazing passing yards doesn't mean your team's going to do jack fucking
And
shit.
if we were to do by touchdown,
Well, no,
Derek-
because he's
Derek
a
Carr
Tagovailoa
has-
fan. He has to do it by yards. That's the only stat he knows. About
if we
quarterbacks.
do it by touchdown, Derek Carr's got 6 and he's leading the league.
And they just
I'm
lost to the
going by stats because you guys don't have a top 5 list in front of me. All right, so
My
I'm going
whole
by the
point
sleeper stats.
is it takes 55 people to win a football game. I need to see the Vikings speak in the
I think with their defense, they're going to be in every game, man. Their defense is legit, like super legit.
I don't believe their coach.
Their coach is pretty good. I've never had a problem with them up there. They got a good staff.
I don't
can't-
believe in them.
Who allowed Bo Nix to fucking throw for 600 yards?
Oh, because they can't run the ball.
Next game.
Yeah, that was the last game that happened, I think, too.
Oh my
He got a good
Jesus.
chunk of.
No
Wasn't his
more
last
Sam
game? He got a good
Darnold
fucking chunk
league.
against Tampa Bay.
Philly Eagles 15 and Saints 12. Since PJ really wants to go to this game, talk
This
about
game was
the Saints.
hilarious. I
This
love
game
this
was
game.
fucking funny. I watched it in its entirety, and I
Yeah,
loved
I-
every second.
I had the
You know what? You guys probably should have known this game was funny when we're opening with a doink field goal. Like
Yep.
that's how we opened the game. And that's a good like if I could sum up this game, that doink field goal is how I would do it.
Nothing made me
Listen.
more happy than seeing Gardner Johnson fucking just shit all over his former team and piss every single person off on that field. It was fucking amazing.
Didn't he catch a flag?
Yeah,
And well worth it.
Worth it. Saints weren't doing shit anyways.
Saints weren't doing fuck shit anything. After all that hype of them being the number one offense, blah, 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 back to fucking reality.
I have
Listen.
one stat I would like to say. Well, besides the fantasy,
Jalen Hurts needs to pull his head out of his ass.
Besides the fantasy player of the game, which was Saquon Barkley at 34 points, as he ran for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns.
If the Eagles didn't have
Um,
Saquon Barkley right now, they would be 0-3.
Dallas Goedert had 27 points.
Ugh.
And that's because he had 10 receptions for 170 fucking yards.
Giants fans are kicking themselves right now.
Dude,
I don't even care about Goddard. I care about the fact that Saquon.
no, I care about Goddard, all right?
A one fucking person wrecking ball for the Eagles right now, who are absolutely abysmal. And you know what? I'll give Carter credit as well on the defense. He's the only person on that defense that's actually fucking putting in effort for this team. Great pickup by them, but everybody else is absolutely dog shit.
Listen, fuck you. We're not.
What's crazy is they're still going to win that division.
Listen, we're not gonna fucking shortchange Dallas Goedert, all right? Not putting up 27 points.
That shit ain't happening again in his career.
Yeah, it was literally like the best game he's ever had ever. Congrats to him.
He got open on two different.
Not congrats to him. Congrats to everybody that follows the strategy and fucking gets patient with the tight end in fantasy.
Unless you were my opponent this week. My opponent had Dallas Goedert, and I still blew his ass out.
I can't speak to that.
Congrats to the two Saints players who ran into each other and let Goddard get so free for that last final play.
The fucking 60-yarder. That was the highlight of the game. That I was rolling,
Those
dude.
two fucking retards colliding was the fucking highlight of this season so far.
We got a blocked punt in this game too, from the Saints.
Both teams absolutely suck. Next game.
No, one last funny stat. Have you guys been following this thing about how ever since the Saints went on that little streak, there was no murders in New Orleans? The day after this game, someone got murdered.
That's fucking
Okay. That makes sense.
So much.
You know,
Thank you
I do want to add though that I knew Philly was going to win this game, but I do want to thank the Saints for what they did for us in week 2. They did the whole nation a service.
That's true.
You know, they put a stomping to the Dallas Cowboys in their own house, and they showed everyone, including Dallas Cowboy fans, that it is in fact not their year.
We'll get to those retards soon. Don't worry, I got a whole fucking thought.
Yeah, but now, this is going back to week 2. I wasn't here last week, so you know I had to say my thank you.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to talk about Dallas. Don't worry.
Yeah, I had to say thank you for New Orleans for stomping them out in week 2 in their own house. I mean, that's just beautiful to watch.
So, can I ask a question? Did anybody have Pittsburgh going 3-0 on the bingo card this year?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Tomlin, man.
Chargers 10.
Everything dog shit team.
That offense has always been dog shit, but that defense is just brutal. It's just in your face.
Dude, they're going to win. They're going to have such a strong start to the year because of their schedule, and then they're going to get absolutely fucking annihilated and lose like 7 games in a row.
I don't know. I don't think they'll lose 7. They'll be close in games. I think when Russell Wilson comes back, their offense will get a little bit better. But their fucking team is just carried solely by TJ Watt. Watt is just carrying that team on his back, and he's in everybody's backfield all the time. He's just a special fucking player. I don't know how the Steelers always prime themselves to find some crazy lunatic to be on their defense that just makes every game for you a nightmare.
I don't know, but they need to stop this shit because they've been in purgatory for like 10 years now. Either be good or be horrible. Pick one. You can't keep doing this.
So, Chargers 10, Steelers 20. Calvin Austin was the fantasy player of the game, 20 points.
Justin
4
Herbert
receptions.
should have rested this game.
Yep.
4 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. And yeah, now you lost Justin Herbert. Pretty sure.
This is a game I would have not benched him, but rested him, take the L, move on. Why the fuck would you risk your star quarterback against probably a top 3 defense in the league. Why would you do that?
Because we're the Chargers.
And it's
We don't
Harbaugh
know.
too. Like I know he knows better.
Did you guys see the fucking pick that Fields threw?
Hilarious.
Dude, that shit looked like a game of jackpot. You know that game where like it's like you fucking yell out points and you throw it to a bunch of fucking people and they have to catch it. That's what that pick looked like. It was crazy. I was just like, whoa, shit. I don't know. This game kind of sucked.
Next game.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
We're gonna do this a lot with the next games, aren't we?
Denver Broncos 26.
Oh,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7.
Next, I don't even want to hear the stats. Just move
Yeah, I don't
on.
even care.
Fucking Baker, man. Every time you say something good about the motherfucker,
Yeah.
We don't want to say that the fantasy player in the game was Bo Nix.
Yeah, that's how bad this game was. Next game. You got Bo Nix throwing 300 yards, 5 yards at a time.
I missed that. He was gonna throw an interception. Fucking asshole. I was calling Bo Nix Mo picks, you know, like.
Oh, they're coming. Don't worry.
Don't worry, there'll be more picks for Bo Nix. There's 36 at Raiders 22. The Red Rocket returns!
I knew fucking Dalton was gonna do that.
Chuba Hubbard was the player of the game. 28
I knew
points.
he was going to do that, but I didn't think they'd win.
28 points, 114 yards.
Adam Thielen went to IR, so they're absolutely fucked no matter who's at quarterback.
Nah, they still got Deontay Johnson. They'll be all right.
Yeah,
I
dude.
was gonna say they're gonna utilize Deontay, and Chuba Hubbard had a fucking day, and he's gonna have another day this week coming
No,
up.
I actually saw the highlights for this game. Thielen was actually a very good counterpart to Johnson, so I think that strategy is gonna go out the fucking window. I
That's
think
cool.
they're fucking cooked.
Yeah,
Well, no, I saw
had to
this
sit
thing
through-
that if you actually put in the entire Carolina Panthers offense, you would have scored 130 points in fantasy.
That checks out. Yeah, I just like how we had to listen for the last year about, Bryce Young doesn't have weapons, even though he has Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson and Chuba Hubbard and a top 5 offensive line. You know, they didn't treat him right. And maybe he just sucks, okay? Maybe he just sucks. He sucks. That's what happened to Bryce Young. He sucks.
He's trash!
The thing is like they did the same thing to Baker Mayfield, and I don't know, man. Maybe just Carolina just is another fucking, indigenous tribe burial ground. I don't know.
No. Well, yes, but but that's not what happened to Bryce Young. What happened to Bryce Young is they took a 5'8" quarterback, a 5'8" quarterback with average arm strength and no mobility, and thought he'd be a franchise quarterback.
But he's so smart.
Yeah, he's so smart.
He's so fucking smart. He can
He's
move
gonna
the ball
fucking-
with his mind.
He's gonna fucking mega mind his way to win.
Yo, let's go to the next game because that was a perfect one-liner. That was beautiful. That's the cherry on the top of this game. Fucking beautiful. Mega mind.
Fuck me. All right, Baltimore Ravens 28, Cowboys 25.
This is a good game.
Yeah, this is a great game. Derrick Henry, fantasy player of the game, 30 points, 151 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott also had 30 points.
This game is a perfect explanation of why personnel is just as important as players. I knew once Dan Quinn left, the Cowboys were going to take a monstrous hit. I knew it. I felt it in my skin that once Dan Quinn left, that defense was going to turn to fucking shit. And lo and behold, they can't stop shit.
Who even is the defensive coordinator? I don't even know who's doing that.
Fucking trash. That's who it is. He's a fucking retard. Doesn't know how to grow up jack shit fuck. absolute idiot. And bro, you can run the ball down their throat all fucking day. If they're not stopping the run, I think they're dead last.
Yeah, you guys. So let's do some quick, let me just throw some predictions out here of how this ends for the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy's not going to come back, right? So they're gonna fire the shit out of Mike McCarthy. Jerry Jones is going to give Bill Belichick $20 billion, and Bill Belichick is going to be the coach of the Cowboys. They'll have a great defense again, but unfortunately, they're going to run an offense from 1990 with Matt Patricia as the offensive coordinator again, and they're still going to suck.
Dude,
I agree with Brendan here because it seems like that's the most plausible thing.
that is the most Jerry Jones thing
Yes.
that can happen. That's not a prediction. That's a premonition, dude.
Actually, my only concern for that is would Jerry Jones give Bill Belichick GM options and head coaching options?
Yes.
You think Jerry Jones is that much of a weirdo?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you have to ask that?
Is Jerry Jones king weirdo?
Yes.
All right, settle. Cowboys are fucking trash. People are like, "Oh, the Cowboys are going to win this game." I'm like, "There's no way in hell Baltimore is going 0-3. I don't care who the fuck you think is going to fucking play for the fucking Cowboys. Baltimore was not going 0-3 this game. That was not going to happen."
And I came out of this game with a sour taste in my mouth for both teams because yeah, sure, the Ravens got off to a really good start. They got a huge lead, but they did the Ravens thing and they almost choked this fucking game away. It was a really close game at the end.
Another fucking team that powerhouses their way out of to the playoffs. Maybe they'll beat one or two teams, but then they're going to get raped by the Chiefs and then ultimately just lay out the carpet and say, "Here you go. Here's the path to the Super Bowl for you guys. We eliminated all of your competition for you. We're just going to lay down."
I don't know what it is.
God damn, bro.
They fucking their defense just late in games. It's they have talent. It's a situational problem with them. They just let dumb shit happen. It's weird. I don't understand it.
I understand. That's another fucking Indian burial ground. Next game.
Wait. I got a mystery to solve.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
How many dicks has Jerry Jones measured?
Nah, someone's gone missing.
Oh yeah,
Someone's gone.
glance right over that.
I know where you. Hey, let's put out an APB for Micah Parsons because he's been doing absolute jack fucking shit this year.
Well, that's another one, but I'm talking more fantasy relevant. Someone's gone missing.
Where are you?
Nope. I know where CeeDee Lamb is. But you know who I don't know? I don't know where he is. Has anybody seen Mark Andrews?
Oh my god.
Yo, the tight ends in fantasy this year are a disaster.
Week 1, it was announced by Baltimore that Isaiah Likely is tight end 1.
The top tight ends in this year's fantasy draft are a nightmare.
But why?
It was the norm for tight ends to just get 5 to 8 points. I'm
No.
oh, okay, tight ends don't matter.
No, they matter. They're on your
And I
lineup. They
saw
matter.
Goddard get 22, and I'm like, holy shit! I think that's the highest.
Yeah,
ever.
when Dallas Goddard's pulling out 25 and fucking Jason Ferguson's fucking... I think he was
It's some random. And then Hunter Henry had a 34-point random game, I think.
Yeah, it feels like tight end is
24.
just a roulette button.
It's usually not like this. It's all the tight ends that got drafted high are just not. Trey McBride has had some okay games, but he had a bad week this week. He had 5 points this week.
Travis Kelce's gone. Mark Andrews gone. George Kittle. Oh, damn. 49ers. Ooh, this was such a good game. 49ers 24, Rams 27. Woo. Fucking Matt Stafford putting the game on his back.
He
But
did.
you can't forget about Kyron Williams' somersault to the end zone.
Here's one thing that I can't forget. Juwan Jennings was the player of the game with 46 fantasy points, 12 receptions for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's
Good.
insane.
Oh, so you're telling me that Kyle Shanahan was the head coach of a team that had a multiple score lead in the second half and they blew it? Okay,
Yes.
I believe that.
Yes, that is exactly what we're telling you.
Another huge blow to the 49ers is that I don't anybody update Brock Purdy on his back?
He's listed as day-to-day. What's even worse is you missed our injury segment earlier. They have lost Javon Hargrave for the year.
This is not a great start for them right now.
It's okay. They have New England this week. If they lose to New England, it's over. It's over.
That's another way of saying, another trap game for them. But okay.
It's sounding, like they're going to lose to New England.
Fast forward to my best bet of the week because they're at home, and the 49ers are 10.5-point favorites. I'm slamming New England to cover in that game.
I already put the bet in when we discussed that this morning. I was like, Brendan, I'm looking at this, and dude, it can't be real.
Because back injuries are no joke, man. And it sounds like, from what I've read, and I read a lot of NFL stuff, obviously, but especially because they're playing New England this week, I've been reading more San Francisco stuff, and it's very up in the air if Purdy's even going to play.
Oh man. Purdy had 292 yards on 22 for 30, and 3 touchdowns. Stafford went.
He's not beating the
backup
Algiers.
there?
Who knows? I don't know. That's a great question. Let's find that out. But
Say that
man,
again?
who's the backup?
Oh.
I'm looking it up.
All right. Stafford went 16 for 25, 221 yards and a touchdown. Mason still strong, 77 yards. Kyron Williams had a good game, 89 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Who the fuck is Brandon Allen?
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
No idea.
They have Brandon Allen and Josh Dobbs.
Oh, the Pasternaut.
Yeah, but he got beat by whoever the fuck Brandon Allen is.
Oh wow.
Better than Skylar Thompson.
Oh, they both are. I don't even know who Brandon Allen is, and
I'm better than Skylar Thompson. Yes, I said that. I know I can't throw a football more than 30 yards.
Well, back to this game, though. I mean, this was impressive by the Rams. It was both impressive by the Rams and, I think San Francisco is finally getting their punishment from the football gods for just wasting the best roster in football for 4 years straight. They did it just choking over and over and over and never paying it off. You can't just keep getting away with that. It comes to a point where it falls apart.
I was going to say, isn't this the last year that they're all pretty much together and then contracts are up?
Pretty much. And, man, all this shit talk about, how Brock Purdy's amazing and da-da-da. God forbid he only has 4 of the 6 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
For to his credit, though, Brock Purdy is kind of a dog.
He played okay.
I don't know about okay, dude. There was a couple of those third downs that he had to gut out and go get.
Yeah, but you're up 14 in the second half. You got to win that game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. But
against a team whose whole offense is hurt. The whole offense is hurt.
But what about the defense? Because that's who let the points go on the board.
Yeah, yeah. Both sides deserve to be chastised, but man, you gotta. They didn't score a single point. You can't get 2 field goals. You get 2 field goals, you win that game.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they let Stafford win with just 2 main weapons out.
And his offensive line is fucked. They don't have a team right now.
Yeah, and they let
Stafford
him do what he did and
won that game.
Yeah.
Stafford won that. He put the team on his back.
What's crazy is oh man, now now both of these teams are trying to catch up to Seattle of all fucking teams.
Matter of
Who
fact,
would have thought?
I know it's week 3, but I would like to nominate right now Matt Stafford for the Greg Jennings Award.
Yeah. It's a strong one.
You know, I hate seeing what Matt Stafford going through right now with that team, man, because I've always been a Stafford fan ever since the dislocated shoulder and throwing the
Yeah.
Megatron. Like all the way, man. There ain't no quarterback built like him.
Like even other fans in the NFC North like Stafford. Like that's how much of a good guy he is. But
He deserves a ring, man.
well, he got one. You know, he got
He
his
deserves
ring.
another.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but you know, hopefully they get healthy. That division don't look as strong as it used to be.
Yeah. I think once Puka and Cooper come back, we're gonna see a lot more ramp up out of that Rams offense.
Yeah.
Lions 20, Cardinals 13.
I love this game.
It was a
For
fun
one
game.
specific moment, but I love this fucking game.
So the fantasy player of the game was David Montgomery, 21 points, 105 yards, and a touchdown, 3 receptions for 17. Damn. Goff went 199, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Kyler Murray went 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on 21 for 34. Oh, God, there's no rushing stats. James Conner must have been missing. Kyler Murray had 5 carries for 45 yards. That's what I got for rushing stats. Wompity womp womp. So,
He did have a good fantasy game though, Kyler, because I have him on my team. I think for what that game was, he had a good game. He had 15 points, which isn't the best, but considering the game.
In typical Tribal Chief fashion, my phone is dying, so I'm leaving you, Scrubs.
Enjoy second place,
Later.
buddy. Have fun.
So you mean to tell me that the tribal chief can't afford a fucking phone charger?
The Tribal Chief does what he wants when he wants.
What kind of fucking money are they paying you on the island of Shitsville?
Ask Vince McMahon. Very fucking cheap.
Good point. He does shit on people.
Yeah.
In jail with Diddy.
Yeah, he told me he wanted to do something with some oil and stuff like that, and I said, no thanks. You
Yeah.
can get the extra bill.
He said, PJ, I got a new phone for you. It's your daddy's house. And he said no.
Yeah, I said no, thank you.
Like Cat Williams said, man, Diddy wants to party, and you got to tell him no.
So
Good night,
I
guys.
have to later.
Peace.
Catch up.
I have to give a round of applause to the Arizona Cardinals defense for one very specific play during this game where they had decided to pick David Montgomery up off the ground and allow the entire Detroit offensive line to continue to push them another 10 yards forward and get the first down.
As I like to call it, the reverse Brees Hall.
Dude, that shit, even Montgomery was laughing about that shit at the end of it, man, because they fucking stopped everything and they showed Montgomery's feet off the ground.
That was just a summary of the Cardinals, game. Was that
Shooting themselves in the foot,
Yeah.
like always.
There was a referee call, though, that did kind of rob the Cardinals on a play. And I think this was the one where they said they called delay a game after Kyler had made a huge throw down to the end zone. And they had brought the ball back, saying that they had called out the 2-minute warning right as the ball was.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that?
Yeah, that was really dumb.
And the ball was snapped. I mean, it's a fucking close call, man, all the way. But the ball is out.
I feel like if it's that close, just let it go.
Yeah, and then they brought it back, and I feel like that did in a way kind of hurt the Cardinals, in a crucial moment there. But that was a little fucked.
Stupid. Yeah, no, I agree. That was stupid. That was such a weird fucking. I'm not used to seeing stupid shit like that. But of course, refs, they got to make everything about themselves.
Yeah, and there were a few moments where I was kind of smacking my head on Detroit too, because it was like, they almost put themselves in situations where, again, like they have this lead, they're doing good, and then they make this one decision on defense, and it fucking almost cost them the game. And sometimes you just got to turn around and ask Dan Campbell, like, Campbell, we like you, but what are you doing sometimes? Like, I can't remember what the fucking play was, but it was, again, it was, you're getting in the last 5 minutes of the game, and it's like you're putting yourself in the situation where you're going to make it come down to the wire, and you got to stop putting yourself in that scenario. I want to see Detroit do it, man. Like, that team deserves it. They deserve to get out of the gutter and do big things, but you're going to keep making decisions that make you have to get down to the wire and win the game on the last minute. You're going to fucking hurt yourself.
Yeah, Detroit Lions still don't look right. They won the game, but they still don't look right. But again, this is just like my thing about September's the preseason still. Who fucking knows? You just got to hope to like survive these games and try to come out at least 2-2 through September.
Their run game looks fucking great.
Yeah. The defense is still not good.
The pass game is there. I'll say that, but some of the stats are a little lower than I'd expect. You would think with Laporta and Amon-Ra and
Laporta's another fucking tight end that's gone, fucking
yeah,
disappeared.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would expect a lot more production out of these guys, and that game's there. You're getting some production, but it's not what you expect. It's really not. And I don't know if that's a Jared Goff issue or if that's just a play call issue.
I think it's a. God, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Say it.
I think it's a Dan Campbell issue.
There's a possibility.
I mean, I don't know.
They got the run game down. Gibbs gets it up. Montgomery pushes it in. It's they got that on lock. It's the fucking air game from game to game. It changes. One game it's great. Amon-Ra is getting in the end zone. He's getting yardage. Laporta's showing up. Next game, it's where are these guys? Jameson Williams does great one game, and the next game it's poof. Where is he?
I don't know. There's one thing no one wants to talk about, but we all saw what happens to Jared Goff in big games. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
He shit himself during that Super Bowl. I can't wipe that out of my brain. Anytime I see him play football, I'm like, yeah, there's a chance here that he's going to shit himself.
Yeah. We did see improvement from him last year because he started to change his stat line with the away games, and
yeah.
So I think that was
all. Hey, they won an ugly one. We'll see how it goes.
That run game is going to be their savior.
I think that was, I think that was all the day games.
So nope. No, it wasn't. It was nope.
Nope.
What do you mean?
There's one more game. Seattle Seahawks 24, Miami Dolphins 3 points.
Wow.
Fantasy player of the game, DK Metcalf with about 22 fantasy points.
So, guys, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about
Zach Charbonnet for 26 points.
Oh yeah, he fucked y'all up too.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how we were unsure if it was going to be the New York Giants or the Carolina Panthers at the bottom of the league. Well, by week 3, it turns out that it's actually the Miami Dolphins.
We need Cam Ward, man. What the fuck you mean?
Too bad this organization would be too stupid, and you're stuck with Tua 3 more years.
Is Cam Ward even coming out in the draft this year?
I think so. I think someone. I thought it was next year, but I think someone corrected me and said he was a senior.
I can't remember. I don't know. We'll see.
So
But
so let's talk about a game that was so bad that the Seattle D line decided that they can go 20, 30 yards out because the Dolphins won't do anything.
they rushed one person.
Yeah, he's a senior. Sorry. That was gonna
I'm
bother me.
sorry. I saw the whole fucking D line back and I just lost it.
Listen,
Fourth
what do
and
you
39.
first off, I would have done the same because what do you need to do? You don't need to. You don't really need to rush Skylar Thompson. He's going to throw it at somebody's foot
No,
regardless.
he's gonna sack himself.
Bro, that was so embarrassing. I've never seen a play where they sent 0 guys after somebody, and then he didn't even. It was crazy because like in the Hail Mary attempt, usually with all that time, you see somebody. Oh, I don't know, throw the fucking ball down the field. This man threw it like 5 yards. And what the fuck's wrong with his arm? Like, why is he on this team? Like, who decided to keep this guy? Like, I don't understand. I know you guys said Mike White also sucks. There is no way Mike White's worse than Skylar Thompson. Like,
But no, it's okay. Mike White's not playing. Your quarterback now is Tim Boyle. Let's just revisit some Tim Boyle history real quick. You guys
Holy
remember
shit.
when all of Dolphins Nation or whatever the fuck you guys call yourselves is like Dolphins country, let's ride, or whatever the fuck you guys do? And remember when Aaron Rodgers got hurt in the first drive of the game? Who was the quarterback that they had to deal with for like 8 weeks straight? It was Tim Boyle. So now you get to do Tim Boyle.
I hate you.
Wow, it's honestly amazing how bad.
Well, don't we have Snoop Huntley? Can't we just throw him in there?
Nope, Tim Boyle time.
Start Monday, but this team is so fucking stupid. Honestly, I want to see the worst game ever because I already remember seeing during the tank season. I saw Cincinnati versus the Dolphins in the Tank Bowl, which was
That was a great game. That was so funny.
That was one of the best games ever in my life. My God, it had
Who
everything.
did the Dolphins play this week?
The Titans.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is gonna be
The Titans are gonna win again. Is it on Monday night? Is it on Monday night?
Cripple
Yeah.
fight!
Monday night.
Cripple fight!
This is
Everyone, it's a cripple fight!
Oh no!
I had asked Pops because he normally only wants to go to the night games. I was like, Pops, Monday Night Football next week. You want to go? He's like, oh, who we playing? Mind you, yes, he was there for last year. So I was like, do you really want to know? It's the Titans. He's like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna go. And he's still hurt from the last year's game.
Yeah, you don't want to watch the
Well,
Titans
this
make
year-
you end up 4th and 69.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's-
this year will
You know
be
what's fun
nothing
about
like
this
that
one though is because once again I can mail Monkey a whole giant package of mayonnaise, but I get to do it 2 weeks in a row.
That's amazing.
2 weeks, 2 weeks in a row. Monkey gonna have 24 fucking
wife
almond
is
mayonnaise. It don't expire. It's all right.
My wife is gonna fucking love you.
She was pretty stoked last time. I remember that. I got you guys the good stuff too. I didn't cheap out.
Yeah,
best
fucking
part-
Carl's. What the fuck? You just got me dollar store buffalo sauce. What the hell?
Amazon did not have good selection. Sorry.
The best part was Monkey sending us all the video. Who the fuck sent me a fucking case of mayonnaise?
No, what got me was the timing of the fucking Mac Jones jersey.
That was the best timing, bro.
was so
China, honestly, were spying on you or something and timed that so perfectly.
Yeah, because Charles was planning that for a minute. I remember you were supposed to get that shit like 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, it was like it took 3 weeks for it to get to you, and it got to you in the most perfect night. That it was.
that
It
was-
was.
He gets a Mac
You
Jones
sent it,
jersey when he
Charles?
gets home, and he wakes up to mayo.
So that was Charles who sent it then, because I didn't even know who the fuck sent it. I thought Brendan did it.
Oh yeah. I sent him the Mac Jones jersey. He eventually figured it out after much suffering.
We figured it out.
Oh,
It's cool.
man.
PJ's next. He's getting a Kirk Cousins jersey.
No,
just
you gotta
doesn't
send
know
him a
yet.
Saints jersey.
Nah, he's getting a Kirk Cousins jersey.
All right,
No, excuse me. He's getting a Bijan Robinson jersey.
Yeah, excuse me.
No,
Well,
you gotta send one that doesn't even have value. You know, like
I don't know what else to say.
I do.
We didn't learn anything here.
I did.
What?
Geno Smith is awesome.
We knew
Geno Smith's
Smith
finally
was
learning how to
awesome.
use his receivers.
Yeah, no, like he's playing a lot better than he did last year.
I was gonna say if he couldn't figure out how to use Lockett, Metcalf, and JSN all together, he's got to go. That receiving core is something else, man. Their addition with JSN is fucking phenomenal.
Monday Night Football is putting up a competition with Thursday Night Football to figure out who can put the worst game on.
Well, I mean, one of them was entertaining.
Yeah, at least there was a doubleheader. Jags 10, Bills 47.
Congratulations to Trevor Lawrence for throwing DeMar Hamlin his first interception.
Yeah, making history, the first player ever to throw a interception to a dead guy.
Oh, we're all going to hell for this. No, dude.
After DeMar Hamlin kills Tua, the next week he gets his first interception. Things are starting to
Look, so I wish I saved it so I could read you guys off the stats. Oh, but I saw something on X today that, like, dude, they did it. Like, I think it's the last 10 games of Trevor and Daniel Jones. It's the same. It's the fucking same, dude. It's so bad.
Trevor looks horrible.
He looks so. And then, you guys will like this.
Is he a buzz?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he is. I think we can say that at this point. So eventually we get to a point where it is 47-10 in the fourth quarter, and Mac Jones comes into the game, right? And I had such a weird flashback, and I was like, oh, he handed the ball off to the running back. Okay, now he fumbled it. Then someone posted this, and I was wondering why I got this feeling. It's because that was the exact way that his wild card game versus the Bills ended, was a strip sack, and they lost 47-10.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh my god. Love
I'm
it.
sorry, but the first half of this fucking game, like, they just let the Bills offense go on a free-for-all. Like, everybody on the offense found the end zone.
I just want to take a huge
Except
victory
for
lap
Josh
here.
fucking Allen's legs, god damn it.
Well, he didn't need to. I just, huge victory lap for me here. Everyone was like, oh, well, they're going to suck without Stephon Diggs on offense. I'm like, no, actually, I think they're going to get tremendously better because you're not going to be able to, just tee off on one guy on defense. So, told you so.
Yeah,
This
no,
is the
that
worst
game,
iteration
Josh
of
Allen showed us that he's going to spread that ball around.
years.
He's going to win.
I'm glad.
He's going to win the MVP this year.
Honestly, I should be arrested for that take.
You should. That was so bad.
But great content, like all year.
Yes, great, good stuff.
So Josh Allen went 23 for 30, 263 yards and 4 touchdowns. There was no need for rushing. So, he
No.
was the leading rusher with 44 yards. Let's see here. Trevor Lawrence, 121 for 38, 178 yards, a touchdown, a really bad interception. Like, terrible fucking interception. Travis Etienne, 11 carries for 68 yards. I don't. Khalil Shakir was the leading receiver, 72 yards and a touchdown.
I think we've seen that one coming, though.
Yeah.
They're just spreading the ball around, man. Everyone's involved. It's fun to watch.
That is
That was
one
the only
thing that I'm
receiver.
glad. That is the one thing that I was right about. That I did say about early when we were drafting, yo, grab Khalil Shakir because
Yep.
he's the only one that's been in that receiving core that was there from last year.
I mean, you can count the tight ends, but it is more Shakir.
There's nothing to say here except for the Jags are fucking cooked.
Yeah. They couldn't even let ETN get his 2 more touchdowns that he needs.
They were killing the fucking cats in Buffalo.
They're eating the cats.
They were eating the cats in Buffalo.
Or from Ohio.
Now for the shocker.
Commanders 38, Bengals 33.
Jesus Christ.
This was the most 2024 NFL game of all time.
Fantasy player of the game was Jamar Chase at 30 points, 7 receptions, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels had 28 points, and Joe Burrow had 25. Yeah, I agree. 2024 is fucked. This game was a wild ride.
All the way.
Jaden Daniels actually looked fucking amazing tonight. I can't.
Yeah, you know why? Because he was playing a team with no fucking defense.
Fair. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people keep
Fair.
Extremely
but
fair.
there were some plays that have me convinced that Jaden Daniels might actually go pretty far in this fucking league.
Yeah, I'm not buying off this one game. He had 10 seconds to throw. This was the worst pass rush I've ever seen in football. That includes high school football games that I watch here on Friday nights. Worse than that.
He had that huge. At least we got to see his arm. 56-yard bomb.
Yeah.
That was fucking, and he had a couple of those. He had that big fucking bomb in the corner for Scary.
And then the other one was the Scary Terry too.
Yeah.
It was stopped just before the goal line. And this is both of these teams, and I'm not just saying this about the Bengals. Same with the Commanders. What are you doing on fucking defense? This was the first game since the year 1940 that there was no punts, no turnovers. We haven't seen this since before World War II.
That's
wow.
Insanity. I don't even know what to say to that. That's insanity. That's actually, but if you were looking for offense, hell yeah.
I guess. I just and it's for that reason alone that I'm just not buying on either of these teams for now. I'm just give me a couple more weeks.
I'm not saying I'm buying on the team.
I'm concerned with the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean their quarterback looks like Ellen fucking DeGeneres.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with his hair?
Ever since we got Slim Burrow, nothing has been okay.
He's not Slim Burrow. He's a lesbian.
Nothing's been okay. Burrow needs to go back into wherever the fuck bathroom that he.
Well, you can't even blame this on him. He played awesome. They didn't turn the ball over or punt.
Listen, it's not that I blame it on him because of his play. It's because
the vibes.
He changed the color of his hair, dude. Everything else is bad right now, dude.
I actually
Bro.
want to say this game was probably more costed by the Cincinnati defense than the offense because that, Brenda was right. That defense was just, they were giving up too much.
And like, because just look at their games here. Let me pull up something here real quick. So they're
They lost
0
to New
3.
England.
They've made Jacoby Brissett look good, right? So they made Jacoby Brissett look good. They let Mahomes do whatever the fuck he wanted, and then the Commanders, with one of the worst offensive lines in football, had like 8 seconds to throw on average.
That's terrible. That's terrible, dude. That's enough to write a book, grab a cup of coffee, read the paper.
He's cooking steaks medium well back there.
Yeah, seriously.
Check the fucking social.
And I do agree that, like, I saw a lot of things from Jaden that I liked in this game, like a lot of the things that you would hope for him to be good at. I'm still just concerned at because of how tiny he is and how much he gets fucking just whacked hard. Like, I feel like he's
for being tiny, he was brave because he was running out a few times.
Oh yeah, no, he's brave as shit for sure. But I just like I have that same feeling I had with young Lamar Jackson. Not that I'm saying he'll be Lamar, but like, can he do a season of this every year?
I definitely think maybe he needs to try and figure out a way to bulk himself a little bit more.
A lot more. He looks tiny. What's his name? Bryce, whatever the fuck. I'm even forgetting his name. That's how bad he was. Bryce Young. He looks like Bryce Young. He's taller, but he looks like the same body type. That worries me, a quarterback.
I think he's got potential to go farther than Bryce will ever go, though.
No, yeah, 100%. But like, I just think it'll be a thing where, like, just because of how inept the Commanders are as an organization, he'll be the whole offense, and they'll run the shit out of him. And then by the time the playoffs come, he'll be toast, and they'll just get bounced, and they'll never do anything to support him because it's a fucking basketball organization.
That's why I think, like, okay, great, they drafted you, you're in the NFL, but maybe as soon as your rookie contract is up, maybe pursue a different team.
Yep.
Go to your agent, get me traded, get me somewhere else. Just whatever you got to do, get me somewhere else. Put me in a better system.
They'll franchise. He'll get the Kirk Cousins treatment. He'll get franchise tagged 2 or 3 times first, and then he'll get the leave. I don't know, man. Just call me old fashioned, but like, I mean, that's the one thing at least Caleb has is like, dude, I need my quarterback to not be tiny. I can't do that. Like, dude, you're the whole program.
It feels
I can't have you being tiny.
That's like the default quarterback frame now,
which is dumb as shit. None of these guys stay healthy.
How do these guys see over the O-line?
A lot of these kids are small and short. Like,
but look at the guys that are consistently healthy and playing well. It's Mahomes, big fucking dude. Josh Allen, big fucking dude. DJ Stroud, big fucking dude. We can go on. Even Justin Herbert. I get he's got his little ankle thing right now, but this is the only time he's really missed a lot of games.
Geno Smith ain't tiny.
Yeah, it's just it's and I get it. It's like you need to protect your quarterback to a certain extent, but like, yo, this is football. They're gonna get hit.
Jalen Hurts will be another big one.
Yeah, dude, Jalen's built like a fucking tank. He don't miss a lot of time.
He's chiseled out of marble. So that's the games. That's ease.
I'll be right back. I need to grab my fucking charger.
All right. While we are doing that, let's do the fantasy recap. Let me bring that up real quick here. There it is. Bam! Wait, let's go to the actual league. The real league. The league that matters.
I'm doing horrible to start right now.
Hey, man. We're all having a problem. Let's do league.
I'm
Let's
also
go
trying to track so many
standings.
leagues. It's not even funny.
I'm not having a
Worse for
problem.
me. It's going to be worse for me next year because I open up money leagues.
So, standing so far as such, it's not a great time for the Communist Party, but hey, it's okay. Plenty of season still left. Let's get into some of these matchups. This is the family matchup of the century.
Was it though?
Was it though? It really. Well, I mean, it could have been.
I mean, Pops had a good game, man. I like his team this year. Like he's gotten a lot better from years past where he's drafting fullbacks.
You still started Tyreek Hill. You deserve to lose,
Sir.
Yes.
Listen.
No. See what? It's crazy because I go on here on this motherfucking start, sit, sleep, and I'm giving good, solid opinions this season, and I am telling you and the audience, Tyreek Hill is playing with Skylar Thompson. We fucking seen how this goes. The dude cannot play. It's like you forgot 2022. Your homerness completely deleted that from your mind, and you still put this man out there to get butt fucked by Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Sad days.
Why do you just start him this week again, Monkey? Please, you're playing me. I need a win.
I mean, you could have done okay. Still, scroll back up. You got fucked in a couple key places. Jacobs, fucking hell, that's terrible. Mark Andrews literally doing nothing is what really fucked me.
Literally nothing. That's wild.
So I gotta find a way. I think I've given up on Mark Andrews. You know,
I mean, I'd bench him for now. I wouldn't completely.
Yeah, like, there's really no other.
Nah, there's a move or two I can make in the waivers for tight end, but
they've all been ass.
The 50-point Jawan Jennings, man, that's the one that sucks.
That hurts. It hurts when it's like that bad. When it's like, damn, if I just did this one fucking thing, I
would have won.
Holy
like if I would have just made that one move. Dicker the kicker, 4 points. I didn't even get a lot out of him. Pain.
Yeah, Pain. Please start Tyreek this week.
Shut up, dude. Shut up, dude. One of your shit. Here's not Pain.
Oh, that was a good game.
Here's embarrassment of riches.
Brendan's fucking almost 150 fucking points.
Yeah, it's insane.
Even his bench, dude. Like he had another fucking 50 or 60 points on the bench.
And Jordan Addison's coming back soon, and I got Pacheco on IR, so he's just waiting for him to come back. Eckler's probably out this week, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine with putting 10-point Bucky Irving in for a week or two while Eckler's out. You know,
Thomas.
Actually, I think Bucky Irving's about to work his way.
No, he did. He's got 2 people on his IR already.
No, it's empty.
No, it's not. You can't see the IR on this page.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
If you click on his profile.
I was going to say Bucky Irving is moving his way up in Tampa Bay, so they're looking to probably use him as a main rusher soon.
Yep. I just got to say, drafting Saquon was the biggest brain thing I think I've done in all my leagues this year.
Yeah, the great move so far. It's been a great move so far.
The Browns' defense is out of here. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Fucking peace. They're getting dropped this week if you really want
them. Dude, what's going on with Jesus? What's going on with the injuries in that unit? Because I know that they got the Myles Garrett one, but I think they have a couple in their secondary too.
Well, yeah, I mean they have a couple like little small injuries, but like the thing is with any even like great defense like Cleveland has, if you're just out on the field all fucking game because your offense can't do anything, like you're doomed. Doesn't matter how good you are.
All right. Let's get to this next one. Sorry about that, Scoob. You suck.
He had a good week, actually. 122. He was leading. I had 107 points going into Monday Night Football, and then Terry McLaurin got 20, and Eckler got 11. So, sorry.
Connor had a decent night. 141
Yeah.
points for him.
The Josh Allen show.
Jesus Christ. Josh Allen, 30 points. He had fucking Jaden Daniels sitting on his bench.
He's trying to trade bait him right now. He put him on the trade block. Thought that was funny.
Damn, Zach Moss had 20 points?
Yeah. He had a good night.
Fucking cool. Bill, you
Bill.
suck. Going through. Jesus Christ.
No one should have won
Yeah.
this game. No one should have won this game. You guys should have both lost.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm having fucking whatchamacallit fantasy crossover right now because I'm fucking trying to be in so many fucking leagues at the moment.
Yeah, fuck. You got Devontae Foreman as your starting running back. That's not good.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to fucking do that. Like I saw that afterwards and I was like, fuck, like I should have.
Who's on your bench?
I had Madison. If I put him in, I would have won.
Oof.
Yeah, I have to. I think when we were doing the UFA draft, like I had such a shit one, and I was at work at the same time. Like I was in a bad position. I was at work, and yeah, I couldn't focus on that fucking draft, and I've been fucking stuck streaming already, starting week 1. It's fucking bad.
Hold up. Let me get to. Oh, what the
Talk
fuck?
about
wanna
games
talk
no one
about
should win.
games that should have fucking. Holy shit, sir! Look at the red on this chart. Wow, that's insane.
Dude, I traded him Sutton for a reason. I traded him so he could put him in his lineup. He's both the guys I traded him are sitting on his bench.
Roma Dunze and Cole Kmet on his
Brutal.
bench. Brutal. Although, how can you call that one?
Yeah, it's true.
Ouch.
That's unexcusable.
Ouch. No.
Wow. Didn't take Mixon out.
No,
Salem.
sir. That's fucking insane. Although, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. You got
No.
Ezekiel Elliott to fall back on. Dude, figure out your running backs. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, running back in this league right now it's tough. It's really tough for a lot of people right now for running backs.
Jesus. Fucking Brandon's on a great start. Look at this. Derrick Henry, 30. Jonathan Taylor, 26. That's almost not fair.
With Prescott at 30.
Rasheed Rice
A
almost
lot.
30. Like a lot went right here, dude. Ouch. Jake Elliott had 0 points. Fairbrain had 0 points too? No.
Yep.
How many attempts? He didn't make anything?
Yeah, because they scored one fucking touchdown and then he missed the extra point.
Oh my god. They don't take away points for missing extra points. They should. I should make that
The
a thing.
commissioner.
What the fuck? Look at this low scoring bullshit.
Yep.
Ty Chandler?
Brother, look at my running back situation.
Oh. Oh no. Oh man, what the fuck is going on here, dude?
You're just gonna have to tough this out. There ain't much you can do here.
It's fucking death.
I thought I was having trouble.
Dude, holy shit. PJ's sitting here like fucking gloating over with 106 points.
Yeah, he is.
He's beating up on the bad teams. Is PJ a fraud?
Yes.
He's the Steelers.
Well, let's
3-0
see.
Steelers right there.
What did PJ do last week? PJ went 130 yards. He was pretty decent last week. What did he do the week before? 130 yards. He was averaging. All right, so he just sandbagged this week. Let's MXT. I'm just gonna go through the fucking standings real quick here. Koozy's leading 3-0. Yay!
He's still my pick to win it all.
And your mother. I don't know who the fuck your mother is. Your mother's got a pretty good roster here, dude. Damn, your mama. Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Did I get bench warmer of the week? Tell me I got bench. Yeah, bench warmer of the week. Jennings.
Wow.
Hey, at least I'm getting recognized for something. All right, that was our fantasy minute. Everybody sucks except Brandon, and that's it. Brendan. PJ's a fraud. PJ's a whole fucking fraud. Fuck him. He needs to be
We're both 3-0, but I'm in first place because I've scored, I think, 55 more points than him this year.
He needs to beat real teams. Trash. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got on the docket? I think we're at start. No, we're at fraud alert. Yep, we are at fraud alert. Who wants to go? I'll go first. Fuck it. I'll go first. I am frauding. This is a fantasy relevant fraud alert. This is my first fantasy relevant fraud alert of the year. Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk is a fucking whole fraud. He's been fucking okay. Listen to these stats. First off, I want you to know that in each and every one of these games, he was projected at 15 points or better. I got 4 in week 1 against the Jets. I got 8 in week 2 against the Vikings, and I got 9 last week against the Rams. There is no excuse with Debo out that Jennings is getting 46 fucking points when you are a perfectly healthy, able-bodied human being that all of a sudden has brick hands. Why is it that always somehow is it because the bag is sitting in his hands literally that he just can't catch a ball now? They wanted to give him the game ball. The Rams, they wanted to give him the game ball. They wanted to give Brandon Ayuk the game ball. But he kept dropping it. I feel like where was he averaging in ADP? Was that fucking 10th or 11th in receiver?
Yep.
Yeah, he's scoring try 26th right now. He is super fucking fraudy. Thanks a lot, Brandon. You have ruined so many fantasies. You've completely disappointed everybody's first receiver pick. You are a complete and utter shit bag. Fuck you. You owe me money. Anyway. All right, yeah, that's my fraud alert. Brandon Ayuk. Super duper fraud. Fuck him.
Tiger.
God, you can go.
No, actually, I have a fantasy related fraud alert this week too. I know there's a lot of teams struggling out there. There's a lot of people trying to fix their teams, and I get it. You're looking at, you drafted Anthony Richardson in the 4th round, and you're like, "Fuck, I got to get out of this." And I get it. And you should get out of this, but you should not trade for Jaden Daniels. Do not do it. I guarantee that he will not have a 90% completion rate for the rest of the year and have 8 seconds to throw the ball and put up 28 points a game. Do not
That's never gonna happen.
do it. You are so much better. Just go on waivers. Get you a Geno Smith. Get you a Sam Darnold. You know, I don't believe in it. I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm not going there. But as far as fantasy goes,
We know better.
going to be no better for you. I get it. You want to fix your team. There's people in every league that I'm in right now on Sleeper that have put him onto the trade block. Don't fall for it. Fraud alert. You're a fraud if you take that trade.
Also, if Sam Darnold is in the fucking waivers at this point, that fucking league is fraud. All right, Charles, you got a fraud alert?
Yeah, mine's not fantasy related, but it definitely hits home. I'd like to once again. No, I think last week. I don't know, but this week is once again the Miami fucking Dolphins. Biggest fucking fraud organization.
Charles is going to fraud the Dolphins every week.
Every fucking week. Because you know what? It just keeps getting worse.
He took my
When you
job.
think you don't hit the bottom, it's actually insane because when you think you finally hit the low with the Dolphins, they say, you know what? Dig 10 feet deeper. And it's one thing to warn everybody and tell you, look, it doesn't matter who's on our team. It doesn't matter what weapons we have. Skylar Thompson sucks. He can't throw the ball. And then everyone just kind of amnesias it and forgets about it because like, no, we got Tyreek Hill. We got H-Champ. And we got all this other. And our weapons are so good. And then the Dolphins defense gives you the ball in Seattle. Early in the game still. At first and goal at the 5, I think it was. 5. They're like, well, I got Tyreek Hill. And I got H-Champ. And now let's get the ball. And somehow, some way, the offense under Skylar, the quarterback that we have as the backup to the most softest motherfucker in the league, that you know you will need someone 1/4 way competent in the NFL in the event that your quarterback goes down. You get Skylar Thompson, and he can't even get you 5 yards. So you kick a field goal.
Hey,
And then you watch the rest of the game.
What's softer than Tua's head?
You tell me. It has to be incredibly
The
soft.
Dolphins quarterback backups.
Okay, yeah, and that's where I was going next. Thank you. So that's one layer of fraud. All right. So you have the I can't find a fucking good quarterback or even serviceable quarterback in case my ultra fragile fucking all-star $50 million a year quarterback dies. Very common.
They got Joe Flacco.
Could have gotten anyone off the street. I
Could have
think, at
had
this point.
Joe fucking Flacco, man.
Could have had Joe Flacco. Could have had Tannehill. Could have had whoever. It doesn't matter. Point
Could
is,
have had Kaepernick. Could have had anybody.
Anybody at this point, I'm willing to believe is better than Skylar Thompson. But to top it all off on the next layer of fraud, because this is like
Go back to
fraud
Teddy
peak.
Bridgewater.
Oh no! Well, hold up. That's where I was going next. So the Dolphins organization decided to back up Tua with people like Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson, quarterbacks that somehow not only are fucking washed and or terrible, but then they also might find ways to die and pass. Like Skylar Thompson got like slightly pushed and he passed out. He died. I was like, oh, is this how we fucking do it?
I think I saw something last year where they were, or like 2 years ago when Tua got hurt, they were talking about they were comparing those quarterbacks to gas station tuna fish sandwiches.
No, and the crazy part is I used to call Teddy glass water because every time the Tua went down, glass water would fucking come out and he'd be dead 3 plays later. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So not to rant too long here because I think we've all seen it for
Oh
ourselves.
no, keep going.
But this Dolphins organization is just so fucking fundamentally broken, and it will continue to be just so fucking unfundamentally fucking broken I just don't understand how people keep falling for it. It's literally propaganda. We're falling for fucking propaganda every year. This is our year. It's never gonna be our fucking year. I feel all these old geezers says, oh well, I remember when I was young. I hope you cherish that as long as your fucking brain neurons can connect, because you're never gonna see that shit again. It is fucking over. Remember the good times. When you pass away in your sleep, when you're fucking dying on your deathbed and you're like, I wish I would have seen the Dolphins one more time. Just remember the good old days, because they never coming back. That's it. It's clear as day. And McDaniel, by the way, I still love you just because of your attitude. But goddamn, dude, you're making some fucking bullshit choices along the way too. I don't know if he got into the coke stash. Is that why he got that new look? Man, I know he's never one to publicly speak well, so it's gonna hide it for like a long time if he decides to take the coke route. But goddamn, dude, it wouldn't be the first time we have a coke fucking sniffer in the office, So like, I don't know what's going on there, but goddamn Dolphins, y'all really do it. You really found out ways to outdo yourself every fucking week.
Bravo.
You have no idea.
Bravo.
You have no idea how funny that shit is to me. Okay, because my headphones had died in the middle of whatever he was saying. Right? So here's how this went. Headphones died. He was like, and this fucking soft ass quarterbacks, blah blah. Headphones die. I go and I put them out. I've got to take my DJ headphones out, plug them in the computer, and switch everything over to that audio. And then when I finally get back, it takes like a few seconds, like a minute and a half. When I finally get back, the next thing I hear is, I don't even know if they're fucking doing cocaine anymore. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Where did we go? Like, how did we jump this far, dude? It was only like 45 seconds tops. Like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Damn. All right,
I'll be back next week for the next Dolphins fraud take.
This is the new Devontae Adams.
Yo. I almost forgot about that. Fuck.
Oh my god.
This is the new Devontae Adams. Charles is gonna fucking repeatedly fraud the Dolphins. Oh god, I love it. All right. Steve.
That was so beautifully composed. Mine's just gonna fucking flop to the floor.
It's okay. Jerry Jones will measure it.
I mean, no.
Yo, this show got its zingers. You gotta love it. This is how we make it to the top, boys. Please, 2 hours and 22. We need a just. It's really just the one liner. It's how we get people to stick around. We might be talking shit for an hour you don't care about, and then every once in a while you'll just get a fucking zinger and it'll all be worth it.
Well, I'm for alerting the Saints because everybody got all hyped on them after 2 weeks, and and then they go and play a decent team with a decent defense, and well, they shit the bed. It showed that their system of let's give the ball to Kamara doesn't work for every game. Derek Carr missed some important hits to Shaheed, which actually kind of helped cost them the game. The defense was horrible. Yeah, where else do you go with it? I mean, sure, they did what they did to Dallas last week, but now they played a team with an actual defense, and well, their true colors kind of showed. So, Saints are frauds, but we already knew that.
Yeah. Someone had to say it though.
No,
Yeah.
so there's people out here that need to hear that don't.
Again, like I said earlier in the show, thank you for your service last week and showing us that the Cowboys are not them boys and it's not their year. But especially after Dak gets that contract.
We're getting into the time of the year where it's like we're starting to see the trends, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe the Saints weren't that good. The Cowboys just have zero defense.
I
Hey,
mean, granted,
you know what?
Cowboys and their fans are going to see Kamara in their fucking nightmares for weeks to come right now. But, you know.
Good.
Mr. Sandman.
What you know what I've appreciated so far? Who the fuck has that beep? I thought that was my headphones.
Oh, that's my end because that's the fucking monitor going off.
Oh,
You
son
know,
of
we
a
got kids
bitch.
over here and baby monitors.
You made me switch my headphones, Steve. I thought I was dying.
Honestly, yeah. But then you got back to cocaine talk, so it was all worth it.
I think there is some going around because you look at Mike McDaniel's Mr. Miami Vice going on right now. That South Beach life hit him.
Okay. So my bad. That shit. So what I appreciate honestly is that we are getting the frauds out of the way very early. Like Dallas is dead.
It's going to
The
make this
Dolphins, they're
segment very
dead.
hard down the season. Not for Charles, but for the rest of us.
I just have this feeling that we're just getting started.
That was a well-timed beep. That was that was the fraud alert. All right. It's time for start, sit, sleep. Yeah. It's the time where we figure out if you guys did any thinking about your fantasy teams. Which you know what sucks about this segment? It's Tuesday. I feel like this segment would be like a Thursday segment, but we don't have a.
We have a show to do today. We can't just
We got a
compare
show.
everyone
Let's go
to
on.
the Chiefs on every take. Okay, we can't. We have a
Sorry.
show to do today.
Yep, you're right. So sorry about it.
All right.
Who wants to do the first ones?
I'll go. Maybe Monkey will listen this time. All right. I have this week
bitches?
starting for sure. Do not. Hey, what is
What up?
Hey, man, sorry I'm late, guys.
No, you're good.
What
We're
up,
just
bro?
about to do start, sit, sleep.
You-
So,
Hey,
have any
hey,
picks?
Andy, just real quick. Have you seen Jerry Jones? Is he in your house or anything like that?
Is he gathering data?
Is he gathering any data? Okay.
No.
No.
Hey, it's like the same thing. When you see Jerry Jones walking towards you with one of those tape measures that the tailors use, you know what I mean? You run like you run away from a Diddy party. Just fucking take off.
You know what it reminds me of? Anyone watch that Aaron Hernandez show?
No, I'm starting it. I'm starting it this week.
That first episode when he went to UF and Buddy was sticking his dick in the other dude's face. That's what's been going on in that Cowboys locker room, bro. That's what I'm telling you, dog.
Wait, what? All right, never mind. Don't spoil that. I'm actually
If
gonna
you
watch.
watch it on Hulu, it's completely uncensored. All right,
Oh, beautiful.
completely. All right. So you're
All
seeing
right.
dicks and titties and all that. Like,
All right, Charles. Sorry.
and it's
You
funny
could-
because so far both the scene, like the only times so far, every time you've seen somebody naked in this show so far, those scenes took place in Florida, and I just
Wait.
figured it's
Wait.
Florida.
Stop. Time out. Andy. Andy.
What? You know how the story ends? Like, come on, bro. Aaron fucking Hernandez.
Andy, what was the selling point in telling us that Hulu has it uncensored? Why would we?
Titties.
Oh, okay.
But also Jerry Jones.
Yeah, Jerry Jones type activities do go
You
on
know,
in that.
Jerry Jones gonna be watching the special like, hey.
I mean, he had to
That's
like
when that
he had to
mini
like
tapes come out.
Hernandez.
Jerry Jones gonna be on them tapes, bro.
No, he'd be watching the special like, oh shit, I knew I should have drafted this motherfucker. I should have got me Aaron Hernandez.
Jerry Jones, you're a fucking weirdo, dude. You prove it every day.
It's not so much he's a weirdo. He's just outdated in his
Just imagine
time.
him.
No.
Imagine him sitting there in
I
the
don't
office.
think
He's
there's
spoken, he got one
any
brain, he knows
time
what to
where
do.
it's fucking normal to start being
Imagine
like,
him sitting in the
Okay,
office.
Dub, Steve, long time, long see, my guy.
I'm
How's it
just
going?
saying there might have
Yeah,
been a
man.
period in time where
We need to
Jerry
get back
Jones
on this
may
dummy
or
smart,
may
bro.
not have been alive.
Yeah, I know.
Where we
Congratulations
also
on the baby once again.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Where we also worked in the human department, and you needed physical tough labor. And I'm just saying it or may not have been normal to determine how efficient this worker may have been by the size of his dog.
Look,
This is his childhood
he's
stuff.
not. He's really not wrong when you think about it. Like he'll be sitting in his office talking to his son Steven. Hey, listen, Steven. If there's one thing the Dallas Cowboys won't do is we're not going to have any tiny peckered motherfucker in my team.
That sounds like such a Texan thing to say,
no, you know who that sounds
especially because he said it with an accent.
You know who that actually sounds like? That actually sounds like Vince McMahon. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a connection at this point.
Like, look, kid, we would push you, but you only got 4 inches.
What is this show?
It's the
Like imagine
start-
you
Thanks,
do like
Jerry.
phenomenal throughout high school.
Thanks, Jerry. You turned like 20 minutes of this podcast.
Actually, you know what makes sense? We're like little UWO crossover. Maybe that's why Jinder Mahal got pushed so much. He had a 12-inch cock.
I'm done.
This man really said that.
I hate this.
I don't have a button for this. I have a button for this. I don't know which button to press, but I have a button for this.
There's-
You got a 12-inch cock button?
Jerry Jones has entered the chat. I'm not putting him on stage. You can just disconnect, Jerry.
Sounds like we're leading up to a special guest soon.
All right.
Oh yeah. I got them lined up, guys. It's just scheduling conflict sometimes.
Yeah, we got to catch him on an off week. He's too busy measuring them dicks.
I'm so glad we're on fucking Rumble and Cake, dude, because
Like, I would say all this shit on YouTube. All right, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and we are for
I
now.
still work on fucking YouTube.
We
we
are just talking
All
about
right.
the news.
All right, you know what? There's the only button I can think of. That's not even that loud. Fuck.
that was no good. All right, Charles.
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, we're gonna talk fantasy on this show. I thought we were talking schlongs.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna look at this guy like.
We still do it every week.
Like Jesus
And-
Christ!
And the best part is now that we're like 15 minutes into this, some of you motherfuckers keep coming back, which we can't appreciate enough. Like, what's wrong with
That's
you?
right. We love you
Hey.
guys.
What would you guys do without me saying that? Isn't even in the top 10 of unhinged shit I've said on this show.
That's true. That's
And-
true.
I mean, without that, we would just be listening to fucking PJ suck Patrick Mahomes' dick for fucking 3
Also
hours
fact.
straight. So
I'm telling you, PJ's gonna grow up
All right,
and become like a fucking NFL ref and exclusively do Kansas City games. Oh, down the play, breathing on fucking Patrick Mahomes too hard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Think of it.
You looked in Daddy's direction.
Dak Prescott.
10 yards. First
Could have
down.
probably have been a Chippendale dancer.
Huge slong.
That's why you got the extension.
He didn't need no extension, but he got one.
Shay.
Damn, that fucking Zeke contract making a lot of sense now. He's out. He's out.
Now listen here, you not only left us, but your package ain't producing what we need on this team. That's why we let you go in the first place.
Oh no, dude. Jesus fucking. That's why he got these. I'm sorry. I hate the show.
I was rolling over here, bro.
All right, Charles, who are you starting this week?
Oh, we talking fantasy? Okay.
I can't breathe. Just fucking go.
All right, real talk.
All right, one last one. All right, no, but I have to get this out. All right, because when I was in high school, we had a coach who was sus as fuck. All right.
Oh no.
All right. Like mind you, he was sitting here. He was working with the O line and shit. All right, we hitting bags and shit. You hit that bag so hard to make my dick hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Shit
god!
like
Shut the fuck up!
All right, and like halfway through the season, he just stopped showing up. And we're like, what happened to this guy? All right. Next, you know, we kind of find out this guy he was at like a pride march or some shit, and it was on like Telemundo talking about compasión de homosexual, and where everyone was just like, "Oh, like holy
Starting
shit!"
next week, find us exclusively on Rumble.
I'm trying
he ain't
so
never did
hard
nothing to
right now not
nobody,
to laugh.
but like that's how people reacted back then. It's whatever. I mean, I thought he was a cool guy, but Jesus Christ, like,
Yo, only in Florida.
Yeah,
You have a headline: high school football coach fired for pro gay Telemundo rant.
Yeah. Man, looked like he was cosplaying Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude. Like, fucking nigga was brolic as shit, bro. I'll never forget that dude, bro.
Fuck this show.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Where you start since sleep? Fuck.
Oh, okay. All right. Third time's a charm, boys. Let's talk football.
All right. Let's start. Actually, let me pull my shit up.
Starts and sleep.
He's done. Okay. All right. Let's start. Let's talk about Saquon Barkley, a literal fucking fantasy god.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start this motherfucker. Nothing's gonna change because I think, is averaging some insane number of points, like 30 something. I don't know. It's crazy. Do not change a goddamn thing. Who is he going up against this week? You know what? It doesn't matter who he's going up to this week. He's gonna fucking.
It doesn't matter.
He's just printing points for all you owners. So yeah, don't change a thing there. Start him. I'm sitting Brock Purdy, if you have him in the quarterback department. He hasn't been great all season. He did have his best week this last game, but with that back injury, he's probably going to regress back to what he's been getting, which is like in points in the teens. You really don't want that for a quarterback. You could probably pick up like Geno and get better fucking results. So sit Brock Purdy if you have him. And then my sleeper, which may not even be a sleeper, but I don't think people drafted him that high. That would be Devin Singletary. Dallas, playing Dallas division game. Dallas right now is lost in space. Derrick Henry had a huge fantasy night against Dallas just this week. So Devin Singletary has been doing great. I actually have him on my bench. God bless, and a couple of my leagues.
Jackass, I ain't gonna bring him up when he's on your bench. I'm over here like, Singletary sounds like a good idea. You already have him. How's this help us?
Well, it's
I'm
not about.
almost
It's
saying.
about helping the viewers.
about-
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
yeah,
right. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
This is like
So-
unsolicited.
But here's the thing: he's 87%
Fantasy advice.
rostered, 55% started. I mean, would that really
Okay.
be a sleeper?
Charles, you suck. You know why you suck?
Why?
Because you took my starter as your sleeper.
Okay, well, you know what? He'd start his ass. He'd be. I'm just saying. I don't think people drafted him that high. I honestly think he. In the
Like I said,
No,
he's
he's
85%.
He's not.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, that don't mean much. His ADP is low for running back. He's a giant. First off, but
Yeah.
secondly, you know,
Where's the
Um,
ball?
Well, he's writing
Well,
somebody's
well,
bench
hold
for
on.
sure.
secondly, Devin Singletary has always been like a mid running back. You know what I'm saying? He has a few good games here and there. However, to piggyback, I guess, off of what Charles was saying, I would start Devin Singletary for sure. So that's a good move.
He's playing Dallas, yeah, for sure. Well, you can. That was it. So, fuck, if you want to piggyback and jump in.
Yeah, I'll pick. He's got because it's the Dallas Cowboys mismatch. They're allowing 185.7 yards rushing per game. I want you to understand how insane of a stat that is. 185.7 yards rushing per game. They're allowing almost 200 yards rushing a game. The Dallas Cowboys. That's bad. So Devin Singletary should be fine. He scored in his last two games. He gets at least 14 carries per game, and he's probably going to get a lot more for fucking the Cowboys. So, yeah, that's a super good start. To stick with running backs, I would sit J.K. Dobbins this week. He took a huge hit in the numbers last week, and that was against the Steelers. You know, and the Steelers are a better defense than a lot of the league, but they're not the greatest defense. They're going up against the Chiefs this week. That's a top 5 defense in yards allowed to the backs and a top 10 defense in receiving yards allowed to the backs. So they just don't like running backs. They have a particular issue with running backs this year, Kansas City. They've held Derrick Henry to 3.5 yards a carry. They've held Zach Moss to 2.8 yards a carry. They just held Bijan Robinson to 1.9 yards per carry, basically 2 yards a carry. They hate running back over there. So if J.K. Dobbins was struggling against the Steelers, he's super struggling against the Chiefs. That's not a good fucking play. I have a sleeper for you. It's definitely a giant. Daniel Jones. Dallas is holy fuck dog water right now.
Oh man, this guy's drug taking.
Do not listen to Monkey.
Oh no, let me up.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Over the past 2 weeks, Jones has won 414 yards, 4 touchdowns. Okay. Dallas has given up 372 yards per game. Now, I just gave you the statistic where it was under 185 fucking yards for rushing. The rest of that is passing. So, Daniel Jones in the form of sleeper. When we're considering the back end of quarterbacks are scoring anywhere between 12 and 15 and a half points, like I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence's here and shit. Daniel Jones is actually kind of a safer option. At least he could guarantee you the 15, 16 points with Dallas.
Can he though?
Yeah, I think he can. Dallas is playing that badly against all fucking forms. They're playing that badly on defense. I think it's a safe 14, 15 yard performance. I'd rather have that as a guarantee than bet somewhere where like fucking Trevor Lawrence might fucking give me 8 or Caleb Williams might give me 10 or some shit like that, because those are actual situations people are looking at right now. Daniel Jones at least is a safer bet at 15 against Dallas. So, there's a little math behind this sleeper pick. It wasn't just, let's pick on Dallas. Like there's a good reason to do it. Like considering your options here, Daniel Jones is sitting on somebody's waiver. They're sitting on everybody's waivers. Nobody has Daniel Jones roster. Nobody fucking smart has Daniel Jones roster. So if you're trying to fucking stream a quarterback, if you're in a fucking shit situation, yeah, this is a good move right here.
Daniel Jones would be rostered in 2 QB leagues.
Maybe. But how many 2 QB leagues, how many people are that fucking masochistic? You know what I'm saying?
Got a point.
All right, Brendan, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like Daniel Jones is the next Bills secondary.
Damn.
So
Right. If he gets 15, I'm good. I mean, I'm not playing him. I don't have Daniel Jones.
yeah, please don't. If you're in that situation, make a trade. Fuck. So I told you to start him last week. You're gonna sit him now. Jacoby Myers, 1 week in the sun is over. It's over. He got you 21 points last week. He doubled his projection. It's over. He's going back to scoring 8 points a game. I guarantee it. Sit his ass. Unless you really need 8 points, but in that case, you're losing anyways. And my starter, this guy's been dead, but he has been revived. Deontay Johnson is risen from the dead, and as long as Andy Dalton is a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, especially with Adam Thielen out, you are going to start him every week going forward. Now, I have a couple sleepers. I'll start with the one I'm most confident in is I know everyone's on the struggle bus here with running back. So, couple backs you can look at. Bucky Irving got you 12 points last week. He's looking like he's stealing Rashad White's job. Another guy to look at, I'd say, would be Carson Steele, if you can still get him on waivers. Also, Sanjay Perine, if you could get him off waivers. There's also a couple.
JP, right?
Yeah, whatever. That guy.
Perine.
Couple defenses I was looking at too. If you're in the streaming defense world, some good matchups this week are like both defenses in the Monday night game. The Dolphins defense, the Titans defense. I think both will have a good showing. Also, the Rams defense is playing Caleb Williams. Gotta like that for them.
LBGTQB1.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Steve, you got any?
Yeah, so you took my sit with J.K. Dobbins. My start is actually, and it's just for this week, because you're going to have one more week to be able to use this guy in a possibly high production until we get close to him being garbage again, would be Chuba Hubbard. Because we got a garbage defense game coming up with Cincinnati and Carolina.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I mean, I would.
Oh my God!
I would start anybody on the offense in that game.
What are the Bengals' record right now?
0-3.
Yep.
Yeah, 0-3.
And they're about to face the Red Rocket.
Yep.
Revenge game too. That's his team.
Oh yeah.
My sleeper comes from this game too, and it goes onto the Bengals side, and it's that Andre Lasov, however the
Yoshivas.
name. Yoshivas.
Yoshivas.
2 straight weeks, Burrow started targeting him. This is a garbage match. T. Higgins was last week. And we know we got the 2 out of Jamar, but we still saw Yoshivas, whatever his name is, get a target. I think he's going to get some production this week as well.
All right.
I guess people in Cincinnati call him Yoshi.
Yoshi.
That works for me.
All right, hold on a second. Wait. First off, let me get my fucking actual headphones back because since Steve mind fucked me into thinking that I didn't have headphones.
Typical Miami Dolphins bullshit. Very unprepared.
Well, no.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Sorry,
This
the
is-
beef's not happening now because obviously he's here. But
Listen, you guys can talk all the shit
Communism at its best.
you want.
You hear that, guys? You hear that monkey's background? That's what you get to eat under communism. Dog. that ain't his living room. That's coming from the kitchen.
Dogs, they know. No, it's time.
You know what? I'm not gonna add any more to that joke. I'm not gonna add anything to that.
The dogs know that it's time.
Time for some puppy prime rib.
Time for some drunk takes.
Oh, dude, I got a heater this week.
All right.
I'm pouring it up.
You want to?
Go ahead, Brendan.
I'm gonna start off with a bang. Let's set the scene. It's a hot night. The sun is setting. It's Monday Night Football. Dun-dun, dun-dun. And we have a
You know,
absolutely
you know, I caught a
Yeah.
copyright warning for that promo I did
that was
that-
incredible.
just for using the beginning of that song.
It was great. It's a steamy night. We're at the Hardcock Stadium. And these teams are going to come to play: the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Miami Dolphins are going to do something unprecedented that they haven't done with Skylar Thompson or Tim Boyle before. They are going to score.
What?
Whoa.
Not only are they going to score, the Miami Dolphins are going to score 21 points because Will Levis has thrown 2 pick sixes. And your Miami Dolphins will only lose this game by 6 points.
I believe that. On a fourth quarter craziness. Except this time, instead of Derrick Henry, it's going to be Tyjae Spears.
Oh no, it's going to be Tim Boyle throwing a pick six with 2 minutes left.
I can see that too. I don't know about 21 points.
I think they can do it. If you get 2 pick sixes, right? So you get 2 pick sixes, and then you get you get 2 more fumbles, and you kick 2 field goals.
All right. Go ahead, Charles.
Wow, drunk take of the week. That's a tough one. There's so many good choices, and I mean, I definitely was considering that one. Wow. Okay. Well, mine's not going to be as excited as a Titans Dolphins juggernaut, but we have another juggernaut brewing, and what's that? That's the legend of Bo Nix. Everyone, it's a 1 p.m. game. Most of the world will not see this game because it's just the Broncos versus the Jets. We have Old Man Rodgers, and we have Denver Broncos, notorious shit show. You know, so nobody's going to watch
it's
this
the
game.
Broncos versus who?
The Jets.
Wait. Are we sure?
1 p.m. game. No, nobody cares. It's going to be people might tune into
What
the
is
Green
this
Bay
Broncos
Packers
and
and
Jets?
Vikings. You got a division game happening there. Want to see what the Saints and the Falcons do. You know, it's a lot of action going on. No one's gonna be watching the Broncos versus the Jets. Who would think?
There's
Let me
no
t-
way you're about to do what I think you're about to do.
Let me tell you about the legend of Bo Nix, because he's gonna put Aaron Rodgers out of fucking business. Old man Rodgers thinks it's an easy win. No. The new Jets are really just the same old Jets, because the legend of Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns, 380 yards, fantasy points up to his ass, and then throw 5 total touchdowns for the team overall. Okay, Jets defense is about to get fucking eviscerated. You thought the Jets defense was good? No way, not against Bo Nix. Bo Nix about to fucking teach that whole team who's real in charge. Let's ride for real this time, as the Broncos beat the Jets in a heartily 3 touchdown game, somewhere in the range of 10, to like 31. No one's gonna watch this game either. It's gonna be great.
I just
You're on
want to take a
drugs.
sip before I just want to take a sip before I tell you what I'm about to tell you.
All right. So let me get my drunk.
Wait.
take in.
Wait.
What?
Do you know that Bo Nix has not scored a touchdown? Like
Okay,
yet?
so he has
Yes,
to
he has.
he has to make up. He has to make up for those wins.
Excuse me, you're right. Let me correct myself. He has not thrown a touchdown pass.
Hey,
Yet.
it's got to happen sometime.
It's gotta happen against the Jets defense, no less. The legend of Bo Nix.
What are you drinking?
Bleach.
Is it Everclear?
It's like AJ Hawk. Definitely not my own piss.
All right. I don't know how you're gonna top that, Andy.
All right. So this is my drunk take for week 4.
Oh, Lord.
Gonna be a Sunday game at about I believe it's I think it goes on at like 2 in the afternoon. I know 1 o'clock. I mean, actually, wait. There's a noon game. I don't know. Actually, no. It'll be 1. Actually, shoot 1. No, it's a 1 o'clock game. Jaguars and Texans.
You're off to a great start.
All right. I think this is the game where Jacksonville gets their asses in gear.
Oh,
All right.
I know-
The Texans have been embarrassed.
Back-to-back losses for the Texans.
Exactly. I think
That's fraud.
and knowing that the last time, now mind you, the last time the 2 teams played, all right, Jacksonville won by 3, right? And I'm pretty sure they got lifetime over Texans, like many other teams do. Because I know for a fact, if the Jacksonville Jaguars lose to the Houston Texans in this game, that whole program is going to fall apart.
Sir.
What's left of that program?
No, sir. Let me correct you. That program has fallen apart.
No. This is the last stand. All right.
They still have hope.
The Alamo.
All right. All right. All right.
It's Trevor Lawrence's Alamo.
Yeah, exactly. All right. He's gonna
No help coming.
He's gonna come out with that little fucking raccoon hat. They're like Davy Jones and shit, or whatever the fuck that guy's Daniel Boone or whatever the fuck is it? I don't remember that shit. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, long story short, I think this is probably gonna be the game to watch. That's my drunk take. I have a feeling we're gonna see something like out of nowhere come from these Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know what?
So-
You're right. This is a game you can watch. That is true. It's definitely a game you can watch.
So,
Fuck me.
Steve, did you have one? Go ahead, bro.
Well, Charles actually took my drunk take. So my new drunk take for the week is that next week Charles is going to fraud alert somebody besides the Miami Dolphins
Oh
for a change.
shit!
Oh shit!
Someone's gonna really fuck up, man. Someone's gonna really fuck up.
Someone really gotta fuck it up because
Let me tell you about the legend of Sandman fraud alerting someone besides his own team for a change.
Um.
losing to the Titans is gonna be a tough one to come back from.
So listen, the Patriots sobered us up last week with the Jets, dude. They did, but I haven't given up yet.
You should.
10 points. 10 points. They're dogs to the San Francisco 49ers. 10 points to that injury ward of a team. They are 10-point dogs to Brock Purdy's a fucking day-to-day operation now with a back injury. C-Mac gone. Debo gone. They just lost Hargrave.
Kittle.
10-point dogs. First off, 100% they're going to cover that. But I'm going a step further. Yeah. I think the Patriots are going to beat the 49ers by 10 points. I had 7 originally. I think we could do better. 10 points.
This doesn't really sound that drunk.
This sounds like correct.
I mean, 10 points is the drunk part.
Brisket? You think brisket? Come on.
Yes.
Yo, if San Francisco loses 3 games,
I'm so glad that typo has turned into his name.
oh no, that's a whole thing on Reddit, by the way. Everyone calls it Jacoby Brisket. So if San Francisco loses 3 games in a row and the third game is to the Brisket man, that's how we get the Sandman fraud alerting someone who's not the Dolphins. That's how we get that.
That's that might make
So
you consider.
I'm nailing 2 fraud alerts in one. Yay. That means I'm the drunk.
You're on drugs, sir.
Maybe. Nah. All right. Listen. Drugs are bad for you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God! It's time for everybody's favorite segment except mine, apparently, because I'm not doing so great.
Dude, I got wrecked this week.
Yeah. I didn't have a good week, I don't think. First off, I know I didn't Steve's pick'ems because I didn't pick. I didn't pick in Steve's pick'ems. I completely lost that week. I had a panic attack because my phone gave me the notification, but I didn't see it, and I thought it was my pick'ems, and I was like, "No, it didn't save." But then it showed like your thing, and I was like, "Oh, Steve, wait, that's right. I'm in another pick'em pool." All right, let's go to. First off, I want to see where we're at in the pool. Damn. What happened? You were in like second place, dude. Shit. Okay, so
I'm out of second by like 4 games. I'll be fine.
Sandman's in first with 30 points. PJ's in second with 28. Keith is in third with 27. I'm in fourth with 25. Brendan's in fifth with 24. Kuzi, we're all separated by like a fucking game. Kuzi 23, game. Taylor full 21. All right, so Brandon 21. And then Vivian.
Yeah, they don't count.
Vivian and
They're just
Taylor.
here
They ain't catching up. Ain't no
They're just-
fucking
Not
way.
with those scores.
They're just here.
Because look, like even because we're all separated by a game. Charles is starting off hot, but we got over 10 weeks left, and you can easily make up 4 to 5 points in a week. I've seen it happen last year.
All right. Let's get to the pick'ems. Let's get to the P-coms. So we have a great game on Thursday night.
Dallas.
Oh boy.
Dallas versus the Giants. Giants
We're
are at
gonna
home.
finally see Michael Parsons get a sack.
Yep. This is why I disagreed so much with Monkey's take about Daniel Jones. Just like this sets up perfectly for the Giants to just shit all over themselves at home against the Cowboys and get blown the fuck out.
Yep.
You said
One
that
team
last
still has
week.
Dak Prescott, and the other one has Daniel Jones.
While I'm right, and while I feel that you're correct that Dallas is going to win, I still stand by that their defense is trash. So this is probably going to be a high scoring game.
No, it's still Daniel Jones. Do not be fooled.
No, it doesn't. I'm not saying that he won't
It'll
fuck
be a
this
high,
up.
a high game because Devin Singletary will run the ball through fucking Dallas's asshole. But that's about it.
So, who do you got, Steve?
I'm taking Dallas.
Yeah, do we even need to contemplate this?
Yeah.
So is everybody picking Dallas here?
Oh, guess y'all's going to Dallas dick measurers.
All right, so we got. Ooh, yes.
Jerry Jones and his junk inspection.
Yes. No, I love this matchup every year. It's the one time where PJ really turns into a Falcon because he can't help it. This is the one part of PJ that he can't break out of. It's just forever embedded in him.
Yeah, his hate for the Saints is
Like that's how you know truly deep down in his heart that man is a Falcon. So we got the Saints and the Falcons. Falcons are at home.
I'm going Saints.
Falcons.
I like the Falcons in this one.
You can't lose to the Saints at home, bro.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, you can just ask the Cowboys.
Listen, I love Kirk and all, but I mean,
No, I appreciate that you're doing that. Cincinnati and
This is a tough one.
Cincinnati versus the Red Rocket.
This is a tough one.
I have to think the Carolina's going to go 2-2 on this one.
Damn.
Andy Dalton at the helm. Cincinnati looks like crap.
Ain't no
Their defense
fucking
can't support
way.
that offense.
Give me the lesbian.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Cincinnati can't drop to 0-4. Are you crazy?
Hell no.
I figured all the shit that we had to watch Carolina go through over the years, and the return of the Red Rocket, after getting his revenge on the Browns.
The Bengals have their backs firmly pressed against the wall right now, dude.
I can see why Carolina would be the hot hand choice, though.
Nah, I'm going Cincinnati. I don't think that they can drop 0-4, dude. That's insane. That's insane to me. That would be a disaster. Like Ohio would be on fire.
I think this game is going to come down to which offense makes the last touchdown.
Good job, Booger McFarland. I'm sorry. Never mind. That was good though.
It's just going to come down to that. It's whoever makes the last touchdown. It's going to go by who has first best possession and final possession.
All
I think
right.
that's it.
Rams Chicago.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm not doing that.
I'm not sold on that Chicago yet.
I can't trust LGBTQB1 at all. So
Rams it is. First game. Vikings, Packers.
This is a tough call.
now
Is Jordan Love
Jordan
playing?
Love's
It's in
still out,
Green
right?
Bay. We
Fight.
don't know.
Minnesota's going 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take Minnesota, but
Yeah, I'm going to Minnesota also. You know what's funny? I don't know if he's still alive, but there's an old dude that hasn't like cut his beard in like 40 years, waiting for like the Vikings to win the big one.
That's gonna be Monkey.
Waiting for that playoff win.
I'm sorry, Monkey. I just upset you up, bro. I am so sorry, bro. Don't worry, it hurt me too, man.
That shirt's great because like
I'm
that's
picking
what
Vikings.
what's great about your shirt, Monkey. I just noticed your straight out of Miami shirt, and that's what half of your players are thinking right now. Get me straight the fuck out of Miami. I'm done.
Jaguars, Texans.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, man, Jags.
I'm picking Texans.
Texans.
Steelers, Colts.
Yo, I can't believe this is real, but
Yeah, Steelers about to go
Picking
forward.
Steelers.
Steelers are about to go
Steelers.
forward. Oh, that's hilarious. Frauds.
Broncos, Jets. Jets.
Broncos. Because fuck
Jets.
the
Jets.
Eagles, Buccaneers.
Philly.
Oh man,
This is
this
tough.
is tough because both teams are so bipolar.
It's in Tampa.
Tampa just lost to Bo Nix.
They did.
Let's remember that.
Can't
They
argue against
just
that.
lost to Mo Picks.
I gotta see something real quick. There's two players that I don't know are playing, and I gotta see if I can find out.
Yeah, is Darius Slay out?
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Oh, fuck.
AJ Brown's
Yeah, they're
still
both
out.
out.
I can tell you that
They're
one.
both
You're not
out.
going to get those answers, but you should probably call them out. Devontae Smith is in concussion protocol.
Motherfucker died mid, bro.
Give me Tampa.
Oh, in my work lead, I lost by 3 points, and that motherfucker dying.
Yeah, switch me to Tampa. Realizing the issues there.
Baker having 2 terrible weeks in a row is not in the plans.
And that secondary they have in Philly is trash. It's bad.
Washington, Arizona.
Nope.
I'm picking Arizona.
No, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Bro,
Niners,
Kyler Murray's about to have a
Pats.
fucking field day.
Yep, Arizona.
Arizona.
49ers, Pats.
Next game.
Wow, that's crazy. The sleeper pick'em odds here have Pats at 18 and San Francisco at 82.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's the biggest discrepancy.
Browns, Raiders.
Oh, fuck me. I need a coin.
That's a flip.
It's in Oakland, or it's in Vegas.
I'm going Browns.
Vegas.
I'm going Vegas for home.
Ah, fuck my coin flip up. I forgot which team was heads. 1 second. It's been a long day. Heads is going to be the Browns. The Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Chiefs Chargers.
Nope.
Ooh.
Fucking way.
Bills Ravens.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Sunday night
At Baltimore.
at Baltimore.
Fuck. I'm gonna pick Baltimore for my hatred of Buffalo.
Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I'm picking Baltimore.
I'm going Buffalo.
In the first game of the Monday night doubleheader,
Oh, flip a coin.
Titans Dolphins.
I don't know if I need to flip a coin on this one. I kind of want to, though.
It
Just
depends how
for
many
fun.
fucking pick sixes.
Yeah, heads is the Dolphins. Oh my god, it's heads, and I'm gonna ignore my coin. Give me the Titans.
Fuck the Titans. I'm sticking with the Dolphins. Let's go.
Oh, thank God we get another double header, so we don't have to watch that fucking shit.
Seahawks Lions.
I hope the other game's blacked out so you have to watch the Dolphins play. Bitch.
I got Stream East. I'm watching anything I want. I'm watching Korean ping pong.
Seahawks Lions.
Lions.
Man, that's crazy. I hate these fucking percentage things they have on here because they're so off. Let me check the actual spread on this game because that percentage is crazy.
Yeah.
Is it really based on who's going to win or what people are voting for?
I think it's what people are voting for. I don't think that's an actual like stat. I don't think that's real. Let's see. Seahawks Lions spread.
I'm gonna pick the Seahawks.
The Lions are only 4-point favorites.
I'm picking Lions.
Look, I want to trust. I want to trust the Seattle offense, but it's Geno Smith.
Yeah, and they haven't really been like tested. They've had a pretty light schedule here. They really haven't. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, because like the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, God. So here's their schedule so far. They opened with Bo Nix, then they played Jacoby Brissett, and then they played Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
But their offense is really good. I mean, I'm just gonna go with the home team. Give me Detroit.
Yeah, because I've been saying this for a while. Like Seattle's got a great receiving core. It's just Geno Smith. Like one game he can be fucking great, and the next game he's horrible.
And I think this is lining up for it. I don't think Seattle's like a 4-0 team. That just doesn't. That don't sound right. But I wouldn't be surprised though. I'm, kind of having.
I'm hopeful for them. They will be because, like I said, but you're right. It's hard to trust they're going to do it.
Honestly, okay. So, and by the way, picked the Lions. What do we have for the tiebreaker number?
I'm going for 55 points.
I have 45.
46.
I'm right around there, like 52.
All right, fuck you guys. I hope you all lose your picks and I win. Although I'm pretty sure a lot of us picked the same pick. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Uh,
I think there was a couple differences, like the Carolina. Have a couple
aside
people
from
off.
Patriots covering, did you have any too early bets?
Yeah, let me look back at this real quick. There's a couple that I like for upsets. Like Steve talked about it earlier. I wouldn't be shocked if Carolina covered. I would. It's crazy how little people are picking the Vikings at Green Bay. I understand that, like, oh, maybe Jordan Love plays. Even then, like, the Vikings have a really fucking good team. Um,
Is that a divisional match?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That has the potential of actually being a battle.
It always is, but it doesn't matter. I think it's better equipped.
And then I think my other one I'd be looking at is Seattle getting 4 points on the road against Detroit. I could see them losing by a field goal, not a touchdown. A lot of close games this week, spread wise, so it's kind of tough. I'm not touching the Giants on a short week covering at home against Dallas. That's
You
nuts.
could probably bet on Jones throwing an interception, though.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. That's going to be in our parlay this week for Thursday.
It's funny, like whenever I get the games like that, that's usually what I hit. I either hit for a fucking sack or an interception.
And another Hail Mary one, just because it's a division game and these two do play weird with each other, is, I mean, you're right. I mean, it's really not the most outlandish thing in the world to think the Texans would struggle with the Jaguars given their history. Just going off the numbers of how it's gone the past couple of years, even with Stroud. So betting them to cover wouldn't be too crazy either, I don't
But
think.
I do kind of want to throw in there that even Buffalo themselves have had a history of having rough bouts with Jacksonville, and they didn't last week.
Definitely not last week.
So, I mean, I don't know. This Jacksonville team right now, I mean, they were really questioning the coach last week, and
Yeah.
I think we're going to do the same this week and probably look at Trevor Lawrence just like, man, what happened?
Well, yeah, but that's why I like them covering, not winning. I mean, they're 0-3. They're gonna play their fucking ass off. I think they're gonna play the best football they can.
I hope so, because they let everybody on the fucking Bills offense score in the first half.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I mean, you might see
Yo, we did it.
You might see everybody in fucking Houston do the same thing.
I will do a better job going forward. I'm planning on getting onto our Twitter or X account when I do place bets, and I will be posting them on there from now on. So follow me.
However, also, yeah, no, wait. Finish that part first.
Yeah, well, follow me on X. It'll be the quickest way that you get them. Monkey's probably going to tell you about our Discord too. I can't figure out. It won't let me actually post my bets in the betting part of our Discord.
Yeah, so I had to fix your roles because you're new to the Discord, so I just did it for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not, because I can't. Look, I have a life. I'm not on Discord. I don't know how to do all this shit.
Yeah. So for our nerdy Discord affluent people, we have a Discord now.
We'll have great memes, I promise you. We have so many football memes. It's great that we can share them with everyone, because we can't do it here because it's not a good format, but our group chat kills it with NFL memes. So
We got that. We've got our bets. The regular football discussions, whenever we go live. Yeah. Other than that, follow us on all of our thousands of fucking different social medias.
And when you can, I'm curious to see, post your bets in there too. I want to see what other people are betting.
Yeah, that way we can make fun of you when you lose.
Or also reply to me on X if you're not on Discord. Reply
Let
to
me
me.
ask you a question. Were you behind that set of bets that Monkey put up yesterday?
Yes.
We did decent yesterday.
We did. We just, hey. By the way, I don't think it's fair that they take away.
Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, look, the NFL's been weird, but I'll just say this: like, I didn't see anyone else in week one fucking make $500 off $20 in bets.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that?
Sounds good to me.
I would say this because when you do see my bets, I do longer leg parlays. You must round robin your bets. Do not just put all your money into a 6 leg anytime touchdown parlay.
That's
Don't do that.
insanity.
No, you're better off doing $1 bets on long legs.
Well, no. Here's what you do. You do that. So you do your $1 bets on each leg, right, or whatever your unit is that you're comfortable at. But then you still also bet the parlay because Monkey can attest to this from last year. We will hit 5 or 6 of these this year
Yes.
because I'm
Yeah,
usually
no,
a leg
that's
or
what I
two
mean.
off.
Like hitting those parlays, because like when you do those 19, 20 leg parlays and you put $1 on them, the numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah,
You
I don't
know,
go
and
deep into it. I don't. 20 leg parlays is crazy. Like you're just fucking throwing shit at the wall.
I mean, not really. I mean, if you do it right, like I would say, like if you mix it up, like you pick a game winner, like a few game winners to put on there, and then just go through each game and just try and pick that one surefire thing that you know is going to happen on
Yeah,
each game.
I mean that's pretty much what I do, but I on a smaller scale. I don't pick something from every game. I use some information, I'd say,
Good judgment.
to put it together. I don't just do it off. I think this is going to happen. I do actually spend some time into this, looking at stats and some different AI tools, and different people that I follow. I kind of put it all together. We had a rough start last year too, but I mean, towards the end of the year, I mean, we had a streak last
Yeah,
year
we
with
had
like,
we had like 5 or 6 that were just nothing but hits.
yeah,
Five or
like
six, five or
Well,
six.
I got
wins.
to get on with these with y'all because I need a hit too.
yeah,
man. I need to-
because
Yeah,
last
but,
year, dude,
if I-
I went on a heater where like we probably made, if you bet the amount that I bet, which most people don't, which I don't blame you, but I mean I went something ridiculous, like I went like 4 weeks in a row making like $500-600 every weekend on NFL bets. I just got super hot at the end of the year. It's just everything's so unpredictable right now because it's
I gotta go check out my last fucking.
I was gonna say because last night Cincinnati killed me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels killed us, man. We basically had a 6-leg parlay. It was gonna hit. I had an alternate spread of Jaden Daniels 40+ rushing yards, and he took one kneel down at the end of the game, and they robbed me of 1 rushing yard, and that was a fucking plus 2,500 odd parlay. So
Yeah, for me it hurt because I picked Bengals to win, and
We got the hard part of that parlay, and then they fucked us on Jaden Daniels. It's insane.
I did message
I went
FanDuel
balls to the
custom
wall
support.
on Buffalo, and I hit green across the board, and it was the Bengals that fucking screwed me. Like if I didn't put the Bengals in that bet, I would have got something. But
Oh well. All right, y'all. Till next week.
Alrighty, boys. Another week.
All right.
Peace.
Try not
Later.
to get hurt. Don't pull any hamstrings.
Stay safe.
Okay.
All right.
Later.
Peace out.
Peace.
deuces.